Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, hey,
Hey, is that Awen? Oh, hey, girl. No, I'm picking.
hey.
How's it going?
I snuck in when you weren't looking,
Oh, I thought so. I thought so.
but I
I left
brought
the door open.
snacks.
Oh,
I brought you
good,
snacks,
good.
so we're
Yeah,
good.
we need snacks, right? Trick or treat. About
That's
the
right.
only
Happy
tricking and
Halloween.
yeah, it's the only trick or treating I'm gonna be doing. I don't do that anymore. I learned too much.
Yeah.
But happy Halloween to those who celebrate. We talk about scary stuff all the time. So you're welcome. You're welcome, and I'm sorry. So, what's up?
Man, it's been a week, has it not?
Mhm. Yeah, I had to I slept, like, half the day. I mean, until midday yesterday, like a damn teenager. I was like, "Oh
Yeah.
my god."
That's why in the morning I was like, I don't think I'm gonna call her because she's probably sound asleep, but I thought we were going live. Okay, bye. It
Oh,
was
man.
funny. It was funny.
Oh. Hey,
I feel
chat,
like for the whole
everybody.
last week, I have just woken up and turned on the microphone and been going till bedtime. And yeah, I'm tired, man.
I hope it's healing. It's been a
It's been
process. It's been like layers for me
yeah,
as usual.
couple steps forward, one step back, couple more steps forward. So yeah.
Yeah. I messed up and went and looked at the comments, and I was like, "Oh
Oh
god dang."
no.
Like, it was
That
a
let your
trick.
mods do that, man. That is a nightmare.
Well, I mean, I usually don't get negative ones, but, when they say something like, um, "I'm not being," what is it? Or just something petty, which, I mean, I'm petty too. I get it, but not for the reasons. It
Yep.
just doesn't add up, and it's like, "You're just jealous because LM and MC," and I was like, "Who the hell's MC?" And I was
Hmm.
like, "Oh, yeah,
The
okay,
amount of
whatever.
comments I've gotten
Don't
of
don't
people
label yourself."
I'm sorry. The amount of comments that I've gotten from people telling me that I am grifting off it and just making money, I'm like, I'm not monetized. What is wrong with you? So my mods try to get to the comments
Mhm.
before I do because I've been getting really sarcastic lately.
Yeah, me too. It was easy, I just wanted to vent, and I needed
Yeah.
it, and I did it, and it's there. I'm not saying I'm never gonna cuss again. I say hooker. I say hooker. Don't be a hooker.
No, no,
Like,
no.
when you put yourself up like that, you're up. Like, I was not at least doing it behind her back. I don't
Yeah.
do things like that.
Being a hooker is good. I call myself a hooker because I crochet and we use a hook. And my group is called the Happy Hookers. So that's a good word. Go ahead and
Well,
use it.
I came up with a new one today too, um, TraumaCon.
Ah, that's a good
You
one.
know, it's a word play on CrimeCon and,
Yes.
trauma and con artist and
That's what
all
it
the
is.
things. It is.
That's what it
It's
is.
really gross,
Yep.
and, I mean, I don't think she's losing any sleep over it, and that's on her. I can't do it for her.
Yep. I tried, man.
Mhm.
I tried to reach out. I tried to be like, "Hey, let me help you," and there was nothing, so all right, I tried, and now I don't have to try anymore. Now I'm
Right.
just going full-throated, "Stop. Stop your shit." Okay.
DramaCon, yeah. Hey, everybody. Welcome in, welcome in. I'm glad you guys are here joining us. Hopefully, I'm not as disjointed with my speech because it seems to piss people off in the comments that come over and find things. Called trauma brain. Dick. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa.
We said we were gonna be
I need
good
a
today.
swear jar. I need a swear jar.
We lasted 5
Um,
minutes, Kresha.
Ducati. I don't know. Come up with something. My bad, y'all. Really, I'm bad. That's bad. Sorry.
We need to do an after dark stream. No holds
Mm,
barred, no monetization, just go.
right. At least once a month.
Yep, yep.
Have a piñata,
So,
talk
how are
smack.
you feeling with all of this? You've got to be having some really complex emotions with
Yeah.
everything coming to light. Because reading things that are hurtful to yourself and your family, that hurts, man, and it hurts. And you're processing all of that on top of processing all the information we're finding out about Lauren, about other things that have nothing to do with you or
Nope.
your family or the case. There's so much more. how are you coping with all of that?
I'm gonna add, and they show a pattern
Yes.
of past behavior, future indicator of
Yep.
future whatever. Imma mess it up. I don't know, it's like I said, it's in layers. I've missed doing my little routine that I got into for the last 2 months, which is going outside and mowing the grass. I know it sounds so just mundane, and I think that's why. It's
Yes.
cathartic, and it's I get outside in the sun, I get outside and get exercise. I've lost a little weight, although I haven't weighed myself.
You
It's
can
I can
tell.
tell,
Yeah.
I can feel it. I'm breathing better. I feel better, but the last 3 days, I have not been able to do that because of all, preoccupied with all this, but today I was like, "I have to." Like, I want to, and I'll feel better, and I did, and here we are. So,
Yeah. That was me
I'm glad.
yesterday. I hadn't been outside in maybe 3 or 4 days since this started for me. And my husband's like, "Come on, let's go out." I'm like, "But I gotta check my comments. I gotta check my emails." He's like, "We're
Now I gotta send
going."
a text.
He literally dragged me out of the house. I'm like, "Okay, okay." We went shopping. I had a blast. But I was like, "Okay, I need to reconnect to reality." So that I really needed that.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah. I mean, Lori and Chad, they took up, like, since 2019.
Mhm.
Um, and I just kinda I wanted to take my power back from them too.
Yeah. Do you
And
feel
so
like
that's
that's
what I did.
over, or do you feel like it's
Um,
kinda over?
yeah, and so, I mean, yeah, I do. Yeah, it's done. It's behind us, except unless they charge Melanie Boudreaux Pulaski. That's the
Or
only
any of
thing,
the others? You
or
know who
any of
I'm
the
talking
others.
about.
That'd be freaking nice.
Yep.
It would be nice, just to it would be nice to see them held accountable. It would be
Yep.
nice to see them get, aiding and abetting or obstruction. It doesn't have to be
Conspiracy, kinds
the
of stuff.
same, I'm like, "They have other things you can pick from." But I don't know. I don't see it coming from Idaho, but
Yeah,
I
I
would
don't
like to
either.
get the documents from Idaho.
Right, they haven't been released en masse yet.
No,
Yeah.
not at all. And so that would be the only thing I would see happening. Um It would be nice, that way we can just kinda see what other information we can glean from it. I'm
Yeah.
always looking for answers, that's why I do this.
Well, one thing
Um,
that you and I have always looked at is the wider group around Lori and Chad, and
and
it would be
it's
nice to see what their investigation actually shown from that,
ooh,
instead of
yes.
just the rumors
Yeah,
about it. What's
yeah.
on file? Give me the transcripts of their interviews. I know you interviewed every single one of them. Let
We
me
know
read it, please.
Chris Perrett
Chris Parrott, yep,
by the FBI. I read his little
yep,
screenshot last night. I was like,
mhm,
"Oh, yeah, what's that say again?"
yep.
But, yeah, I mean, and allegedly Julie Rose, she says she did, She is a
Well,
trip, y'all. She has a Patreon, so it's kinda sad, but, she's got that cringe,
yeah, but then you get into
and
Operation Underground Railroad. Julie Rowe used to sing about that all the time, and now we
yes,
get
she
back to
did.
Tim Ballard, and it's like, "Oh,
Rod
all that research
Meldrum,
we did, because I was in Chris Parrott's, website. What was that called? That group?
Avow, Another Voice of Warning.
Avow. I joined that surreptitiously to start getting dirt, and the screenshots I got from Chad and Melanie, and it was like, "Oh my god."
Yeah.
This has been and it's still going on today, and that's what kills me. They're still doing it. The same shit.
Huh. Well, I mean, of course they are, right?
Yep.
I mean, you're gonna continue what you allow, and there you go. So nobody learns any lessons. Nobody is held accountable. I mean, even Ruby Frankie
Yes.
was like, basically, if you go back and listen to her allocution at her sentencing, she blames it on I was deceived.
Mm,
And that's not it. They're
no.
scapegoating Satan, and
Yeah.
it's like,
Yep.
stop,
There's too much
stop,
money
because
involved in all of it. There's too much
that
money.
and
They
pain,
won't
and
stop
they're
it.
not taking accountability, and so it's like a waste. You're not learning your lesson. You think you're being persecuted. You don't think you did anything wrong, and you're above the law, and you're just, "What did I do?" If you're always doing the right things and the good, 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 and everything's just skin deep, then I mean, everything's good. Fine. Perfect.
Yeah.
Smile. You know, that's not it. And I think that's a big factor in this. That is huge.
It's huge, and it's something that certainly I discovered as I started looking into it, how huge it was and how every thread that we pulled on led to somebody bigger, some bigger name, some bigger power of authority, some and
Oh,
it was
yeah.
like, at
Oh,
this point, I'm
yeah.
like, "Oh my crap, we're gonna get killed doing this," Like,
Oh, girl,
"Ugh,
I've already I
ugh."
mean, it goes all the way up to there's nowhere else to go,
Yep,
and that's,
yep.
Carlos Slim, and,
Mhm.
um, he's a Mexican magnate, I think is what they say. I don't know.
Yeah,
He owns a bunch of, like, kinda like track phones here, but in Mexico, but he was,
yeah.
like, the wealthiest man in the world, and
Mhm.
then Elon Musk came and swooped on in, and I think he even lost that spot and somebody else got it, but I don't know who.
Yeah.
And so I was like, "Okay, he's, like, friends with the Rothschilds." So there you go. For everybody who don't know who Carlos Slim is, he's right there. He's, sipping tea with the Rothschilds, and I'm just like, "Oh my god, okay. Alright, found the top. Now
Yep.
I gotta work my way back down and just try and fill in some context here." And
Yeah.
that, I believe, has really I've really found a lot of things recently just by chance, even just because I orbit and I tend to go in circles in a way, used to because of how, the judicial system would cycle and, this Lori would go to court, Chad would go to court, or vice versa, trial, and then so it would always I'd have to put everything else on the back burner,
Right.
and so I just kinda would dip in it, just kinda take turns, rotation. And I ran across this transcript that was included in a lawsuit that was filed against Tim Ballard back, probably in 2022 or I think it was 23. And it included a transcript from Tom Harrison, who is he's a therapist, but he also wrote Visions of Glory. And I
Mhm.
mean, he's just kind of like the guy that's behind the veil, literally.
Yeah.
And, he's y and so there's things that I've heard, um, and I mean, some of these come from Lauren, so take it for what it is, right? That kinda lost credibility. But I'm just saying, like, I've repeated this so many times, and I would love to corroborate it, that it was alleged that sorry, that Chad and Julie would go to Tom Harrison's Salt Lake City office where he's a therapist, right? He does
Mm. Right.
hypnosis, he does ketamine treatments, he does other kinds of treatment, whatever modalities, and they would go to see him. Well, looking back over that transcript that I found that was of Tim Ballard, it was Tom Harrison, obviously, apparently, allegedly session with Tim Ballard. Sorry, there's too many names, and I'm like, "T t t t," and the L's, I'm like, "Oh my
Yep.
god." And so it anyways, it's basically essentially he was doing it looks like Tom Harrison was doing MK Ultra experimental types, or not experimental, but procedures, or what am I trying to say? Uh, I don't
I'm
know.
not sure. I'm not sure.
Uh
I'm sorry, I don't know where you're going.
Techniques, okay,
Okay,
MK
techniques.
techniques, like, because I mean, he was giving him, ketamine treatments
Right.
at the same
Yep.
time, and then so all the words that he was saying to Tim, I ran it through my ChatGPT just so I was like, "This sounds so reminiscent of what I've just recently learned about the MK Ultra." There's different, uh, programs, of course, under MK Ultra that we're supposed to have stopped, but yeah, right. Anyway, so there were very specific words like him being a senator and then a president of the United States and then, prophet of he wrote his church, and I'm like, "You know it's your church too, Tom." But and so I'm like, "That's so crazy," and then you go look at oh my gosh, Tim Ballard's patriarchal blessing that he actually got a couple from Ken Krogh and, Tom Harrison, they even write about it in there, about becoming a future prophet and president. So I'm just like, well, there you go. Corroborate
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah, and
And I mean,
when
what's
you
going on
start
there?
looking at
I'm
sorry, go ahead.
sorry. I mean, I just want to tie it in with what was happening with Julie and Chad, if this is right before the murder spree. I mean, is nobody else curious about that? 'Cause
Yep.
I really am.
Yeah, when the Tim Ballard story broke publicly, uh,
Welcome
all
in.
of the information that I had dug up from a vow and everything, it links you can get a link directly from Chad to Tim Ballard, and Julie Rose right in that line, and I was
Yeah,
like, "How are we not screaming about this?" But nobody would listen, nobody cared, and I was like, Adam Heberts cared. He cared. I know that you've been in touch with him, right? That, journalist, Adam
I
Hebert?
tried, but he never contacted me back. I mean, I
Okay.
haven't looked lately. It's been a hot minute.
Right,
It's
I will
Lori
message him
trial.
again and see if I can put him in touch with you, because he
Mhm.
was all over this. He was
That's why I reached out. Look, I studied. I sat there and was like, "Okay, who can I trust out of
Yep.
all these?" And he was the one working on it. I trust Justin, but
Yeah,
I
Adam
also
and
was just
Justin are
like,
friends, so
yeah,
you can trust
and
Adam.
Adam was actually working on it, so I was like, "Okay,
Mhm.
Justin, not so much. I don't see any of those kind of stories, but for sure, for sure, Adam, this has his name all over it." But
Mm,
I also don't, I also don't see it going anywhere too high,
right. I think it's already been quashed as far as Adam's concerned. I think he got
probably.
stepped on like a bug. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, because everything just died down, as well as the court cases
Yeah, he
for
got way too close. Way too
Yep.
close, and
Well,
they
I
shut
mean,
him
in
down.
that investigation into Tim Ballard, OUR, it was just vamonos. It just went away.
Yep. As soon as I
Easy.
heard the term Operation Underground Railroad, I just started jumping up and down like Julie Rowe and Jason Mao. They both screamed about that organization, how they loved it.
Oh, Jason
And I'm
did
like,
too? I did not know
"Oh
that.
yeah. Oh yes, he
And
did."
Jason has a lot to do with how they're teaching the war chapters,
Yes.
Captain Moroni and all that stuff.
Mhm.
Well, he's been doing this for a long time. Teaching they're using his books and his materials to teach kids at charter schools in Arizona and maybe other places now.
Yep.
And so when I saw a screenshot fly around in the ex-Mormon space about, or was it Mormon space and they shared it in ex-Mormon space? I don't remember where, but and I was like, "Oh, well, that tracks," because somebody said something about, I don't know, they likened it to Captain Moroni and anyways, saying it was
Yeah.
in the schools, and I was like, that tracks." But it also, there's something that I have to dig more into, and if anybody knows, please let me know. Yeah, he is a weird one. Say it. Sing it, sister. I mean, he's connected to Tim Ballard. He
Yep.
I mean, there's a photo with them posing together doing their patriarchal grip,
Yes,
if you know what
that's
I
right.
mean.
That's right.
Yeah, at a 2019 Firm Expo. So, which is Rod Meldrum, right? And Rod
Yep.
Meldrum, I don't know if you watched his
Oh, that
little
name. Oh. Oh, that
he
brings
no,
back
but he,
memories.
like, distanced himself, but then he praises Tim Ballard, and it's gross.
Mhm.
I don't
Yep.
expect anything different.
Yep, and the connection between Melanie Gibb and Meldrum and Preparing a People and Meldrum to,
Remind me. Remind me.
uh,
We're here to
prepare
refresh.
Michael and Nancy James and
Yeah, their
Meldrum.
names were mentioned in the trials, actually.
Yep, and they had a connection, and they don't do Preparing a People anymore. Now they have a whole new world of the same shit, just different names, and they're doing it
Mhm.
with I can't remember
Rebrand.
the guy's name. I'll remember it. But they
Uh,
were very close to Meldrum, and so was Melanie Gibb because she
and
was quite a fan.
Meldrum introduced Tom Harrison and Ken Krogh. Ken Krogh is over basically, something to do with missionaries, and so is Tom. Tom, like, can allegedly tell if they're I would what it looks like to me is whether they're light or dark
Yeah,
and can go on a mission or not.
yeah. That
Whether
yeah, the
they're good
light
or
and
not.
dark thing is not exclusive to Chad and Lori.
No. I mean, Tim Ballard right now today is I would say his word for today, for this season is lukewarm. Lukewarm means zombie, in my opinion.
Yep.
It means dark. It means you ain't in our club. Okay. Meldrum also, Awen, I don't know if you know this. And I mean, I don't know if it's connected to Rod Meldrum per se, but it's very interesting that, and I'm gonna name that one, and then I'm gonna name probably about 4 more. It's gonna blow
Okay.
your mind.
Do it.
Okay. There's a Meldrum crematorium in Arizona.
Mm,
Also, I had heard, now I have not been able to substantiate this yet, so this is just speculation, that Chad Daybell's dad was a gravedigger also.
right. I've heard that.
Okay. All right. Then in Arizona. And
Mhm.
then and then we have Russin, which is Janet Russin. Janet Russin, and again, I don't know if this is connected to her. I'm just kind of the last name, and I'm like, mm-mm. Red flag, red flag. Especially with Chad being a gravedigger. I mean, you can't make this shit up.
Yep.
And so Janet Russin is this alleged psychic that Tim Ballard used for
Right.
intel on his, like, Haitian and
Yeah.
Colombian,
Remote viewing and
all his
shit like
ops.
that.
Yes, remote viewing, which is
Yep.
exactly what Chad and Lori and Julie,
Yep.
and Melanie Boudreau were all doing. That is what that is what Lori considered her gifts. She said, "Charles is blocking my gifts." That is her gifts. So, there you go. They're all making portals in the closet. That's what portal means. When we hear portal, it's like I guess their Mormon word for, they gotta
Yeah.
change the definitions of things.
Yeah. That's like in
And
Melanie
so
Gay's book, she talks about, I stayed in the closet for 3 months
yeah,
on my knees praying. It's like, I know
we're
what you
doing
were doing.
mhm.
I know exactly what you knew, and not praying, no,
Yeah,
Even
you're
so, even if it was praying, that's crazy. You don't sit in your closet for 3 months. Who does that?
I mean, come on now, right, get out and take care of your kids, lady. Go live a little. Oh, man. That's what this is, and I mean, that's what when I say front, that's what I mean. Like, my family, the victims, that's what their murders are. It's a
Yeah,
front,
yeah.
and I mean, for the woo-woo factor, I mean, I did have a dream before all this stuff, after Uncle Charles was dead, but before the kids were found, and it he said, that he said, "Our deaths will uncover something far more dark and far more sinister."
Mm,
And I remember being like, "What the F could be worse and more dark than freaking
yeah,
zombies?" And then I
yeah,
was like, "Don't ask those kind of questions because those are the
yep.
ones where the universe is like, 'Here you go.'"
Don't want that answer.
And that's what it is. It's like all these people, all these bad Mormons, okay? That's what I'm gonna call them. They're part of the same movement, but they are, symptoms that we're seeing, just different legs of it. I don't know what else to say
Yeah,
about it, but that's what it is, and they're hiding behind that. That's what's at
yep.
the core of this.
Can I make an analogy for chat that may, because you and I have been
Yes,
dealing with this
please,
for years, but
please.
for someone who
They're top of
hasn't, they're
mind.
probably like, "What the hell are these 2 talking about?"
Yeah, they're top
Because
of mind. Go.
it was mind-blowing when we first found these things too. And Matt, you know the TV show, Stranger Things, right? And
No,
how
never watched
11,
it.
oh
Never
my
watched it. I didn't
goodness.
have time. I was
Oh,
watching
you'll love
Mormon
it.
stuff.
Well, here you go. Here's your Stranger Things connection. In the
Okay.
show, the little girl 11 has the ability to do remote viewing, and they're training her in this science laboratory very hard how to do remote viewing. But as she's developing her ability to do remote viewing to spy on the Russians, she's developing telekinetic powers as well. That is what they are searching for.
Yep.
They think, certainly our little crew that we're dealing with, Melanie Gibb, etc., they think that if they practice that enough, they will be able to develop these telekinetic abilities. They believe
Yep.
that,
Mhm.
like they really believe they're going to do this, and I'm like, we're waiting, good luck. Um, but that's part of this whole subculture
Mhm.
where, like, you get the grounds people, like Melanie Gibb. She thinks she's way up there in the echelon. She's just one of the ants, right? And they have this whole army of ants trying to do remote viewing, and the upper echelon
Mhm.
is watching them. If anyone actually shows signs of this, they're going to get scooped up immediately, but they think they're doing the Lord's work, and it's the upper echelons in this whatever you want to call it, that's feeding down this crap to the people at the bottom who are then spreading it out to all their ants with, like Melanie Gibbs' fireside chats and their crazy ass podcasts that they had, and Chad's books. All of those are the ant jobs to spread it out, recruit people, the 144,000 or as many millions as they can get,
Oh,
and then they
I
do these ritualistic things to try
yep.
and practice their remote viewing.
Blood
And I'm like,
blood atonement.
why are we talking about this? This is a big deal.
Mhm. It is a huge deal, y'all. This is at the core of it. This is what's going on. This is the whole point. And so, did Lori get I'm using this kinda as a slang, right? I say MK'd is what I call it. Did she being in the temple, did that lady Spring Thibodeau, did she I don't wanna ask too many questions, I ain't trying to die.
Right.
But, use your imagination
Yeah.
while we still can.
The hard part about it is that when we talk about this, we look insane.
Yeah, oh, yeah, it is by design. It's by
That is
design.
by design. Yes,
Yeah,
100%,
all of it.
100%. But
But
like
I
the
spent
alien
more
things,
time trying to talk myself like, "Okay, you're not crazy. Jason, am I crazy?" I've
Yep,
gone and done this for years now, and I'm like, I mean, I need to talk about it 'cause I feel like I have to expose it, right? That was part of my
right.
promise to my family members, um, you know, and it's important because this does go to the ancient old or the biblical prophecy of a new world order, and I mean, it is what it is. I'm not a prophet. I'm not. Don't call me Chad. I mean, I'm just here going, just researching into my family's murders, trying to figure out why, what, who, when, where. You're not because I didn't get all these answers from court. I appreciate that part of it, but this is my part. It's justice through understanding, like KJ says.
Yes.
Like that's what this is, and they deserve it. That Tylee, Charles, Tammy, JJ, and Joe deserve of their stories told. I mean, I can't tell it verbatim. I'm not them, they're not here though, but I can at least give it I can put it out there and you
Right.
decide. Because I mean, there's no way to be like, "Yep, this was it." There's no way to do that, but these things make the most sense. And I mean, I never try to fit a square peg in a round hole because that's useless. That's pointless. What does that do? That's cheating. It doesn't make sense to do that. So,
And
I
we
just
saw firsthand with this case how hard even the justice system is going to protect that church.
yes, ma'am.
And man, there's
So much
that.
so,
Oh,
I
that will
do
stick
believe
in
we
my
have
craw the rest of my days.
oh, right? Imma have to get me a curl. No, I'm big I'm joking. Ha, ha, ha. No, oh, shit, I just lost it myself. I don't even know what I was gonna say. That's bad, that's bad when your mind is like, "Ah,"
It's been a
right?
rough week, man. It's
It
okay.
has. Give me a little grace, please. Um, crap. What
Yeah,
did you just
let's
say?
not forget, just responding
Rewind.
to chat, somebody talking about the church thing, let's not forget that there is a text message that is out there from Melanie Gibb texting, the prosecutor's
Mhm.
office saying, "I'm going on Dateline, but don't worry, they agreed to protect the church." And the
Yeah.
prosecutor going, "Okay, good."
Yeah, it was about 700 texts, and it made it
Yeah,
into Chad's trial at the very end.
yep. It's like, I don't need
And
to hear anything else after that. That's it.
oh, I remember now. Thank you. Before I forget, just I really do believe and whenever let me back up. Whenever Lauren showed her true colors in her 9-hour live stream, and then I realized it, okay, it's like, I don't know what it was, but I guess because of everything I've been researching, social, just, the climate today, I'm just like, "Oh,
Yep.
what's going on today?" And there's, like, this happening over here, and this is it all looks orchestrated, but, I know there's real people that die, I understand, but it's just some really weird 33, Valhalla, and I'm like, "Are you serious right now? Like,
Mhm.
we're not dumb." But, I mean, they just came out with JFK and MLK papers, and I'm like don't we everybody needs to apologize to people you called conspiracy theorists back then, but they don't
Yeah.
want that. I don't want that, like, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I follow it, I follow the not the prophet, I follow the facts,
Yeah.
common sense,
And that's the
but
thing is, I hate conspiracy theories. I don't I
yeah,
like, people bring them to me, like, don't. But
they're
this,
harmless.
I'm like, yeah, because I was looking at this person said that, and it was to this person, and the
You
paper trail
can
is
track it,
right
yeah, it's
there.
trackable, yeah,
Yeah.
and I mean, not only that, but, after since all that, I've learned there's other people starting to say the same things, and that's why I
Mhm.
feel a little braver, or like, when I see them and watch their programs, I'm like, "Oh," I feel like, "Okay, I'm not crazy. I'm not alone.
Right.
This is wild." I've never can you imagine? Like, and I mean, I just giggled a little bit, but it's because it's so foreign, okay? This is so foreign. Like, how do I say this? Like, how do I even present it? How do I even say it, to my
Yeah.
mama? How do I say this? It's mm-mm. So, I'm like, I don't know. I was researching into my aunt's murders and, um, learned that they were trying to bring in the New World Order. Bam.
Right.
Nothing big,
Well, it's point A to
pretty
point
big,
B, simple step. Yep.
pretty big.
Yeah.
Pretty big. And now going back and looking at the case with what I know now and the symbolisms and all that, it just yeah, I'm like, "Oh, yeah, it reeks of it." I
Mhm.
just didn't know that, and a lot of us didn't know that back then even.
Yep, I thought it was Chad and Lori, just their cute little happy cult thing,
Yeah,
couple of friends, and then when you start looking into the couple of friends, now you've got a circle of 20 and 30 friends. Now you've got big
a Rico.
international groups that travel all over the world. You're like, "Wait a second," and it just
Yep,
keeps going and going and going, but the trail
yep.
is so clear, and when you try to talk about it, if you get any attention like Adam Heberts did, you will be deleted.
If you have any traction too,
Yep.
and
Yep.
this is where I'm saying that I am now I see it so big that I believe that Lauren was incentivized
Mhm.
to become an influencer, a lot like Joe Rogan. I'm not comparing her to Joe
Right,
Rogan. Just saying, just
to
like
combat
Candace
the
Owens
obvious. Yeah.
to distance the teachings from the church, to
Yep.
distance the criminals from the church, to proselytize and monetize and keep crushing the damn doghouse, okay?
Mhm.
And I mean, when you told me that the other day, and if you can tell them, for anybody who didn't hear, that I was like, "Oh my god, yeah," because I
Wait,
felt
when I
that
said what? What did I say?
about the Facebook group being asked to like, kinda I don't wanna say it out loud, it's
Oh,
yours.
yeah, well, they became oh, what they asked me about you?
Yes.
Yeah, mm, looking back at that now, at first I thought it was just people being dumb and jealous, but looking back on it now, I'm like, "Oh, they told me, hey, hey, we know that you're talking to Kresha and you're getting close to her. Do us a favor." I'm like, "What?" And they told me your mom asked them. Okay, so that
Mm.
gave them some
Oh,
credibility.
yeah, I
That
do
the
kinda remember this a little bit.
you know,
It's from somewhere.
the woman who was the go-between between your mom and this Facebook group,
Yep.
and she told me, "Well,
Or
I talked to Kay, and Kay wants to know if you could put the guardrails on Kresha. Stay close to her, but put the guardrails
mm,
on her because she's going into some stuff that she shouldn't touch," meaning the culty stuff.
I'll be damned.
And I'm
Like,
like,
mm-mm.
"Oh," I played it off, like, "Okay, sure, of course I will." And I'm like, "What the fuck is going on?" Right? And I didn't tell you at the time because I didn't wanna if your mom actually said that, I didn't well, like, I'm not getting involved between a mother and daughter. Mm-mm, that's dumb,
Right.
you know?
Lauren's
But
like, "Hold my beer.
yeah, exactly, huh?
I'll do
But
it."
I well, that was always in the back of my mind. Now, I never tried to put any guardrails on you. I was like, "Kresha, what are you doing now?" "This." "Oh, let me see." Right? I was like, "Oh, what's that?
I'd
That's
like
cool."
to watch you try. I'm
Right?
just kidding.
Exact
I'll be
but I
like,
wasn't
"Man,
dumb enough
I've
to
got all
try.
these people hanging on my back. God dang."
Yep. But I was just like, "What do you got now? What
I'm
do you
just
got? What do you got? What do you got?"
I'm
And
just trying to unburden myself, man. I mean, I've been holding stuff in, I mean, for the most part for years. And I mean, just it makes like since all this has gone down, right? And so little by little, I'll remember one thing or another, and I'm
Yep.
like, "Oh, yeah." And
Yep.
I remember whenever it was Lori's trial, and I was staying, in my own hotel room, which was not close to my parents by the courthouse, it was this is before I found a detective's daughter. So I was kinda by myself and no vehicle, and I had to, um, whatever it's called, the little taxi things, but and so after court that day, it was the day that Lori tried to leave actually, and we had that uncomfortable, awkward stare exchange,
Mm.
and then she didn't wanna attend court the rest of the day after that, and so we ran up there, and then anyway, so, Gigi was even there too afterwards, I think mom made spaghetti, and so we just had dinner, and then the documentary crew was there, and not one time have I ever gotten to talk to them or anybody for that matter,
Hmm.
besides the son. I talked to Luke at the son. I love him, right?
Oh,
There's a couple others too, but I mean, that's not I just wanted to get the message out. Like, I want to know, but now I know they're all part of that, I mean,
yep.
they would just mark me dark and then boom.
Yeah. Yeah, and that
Um,
Facebook group where that came from, that was really dominated by Lauren Matthias. She
yes,
swooped in there and she got with the owner of the group, who we're not gonna name,
and
and
they
all.
supported her. Ho
Yep.
I mean, it hurt. I was like, "What?
Yep.
What?" They would not share my link to my videos,
Mhm.
but they would push all of them, most of them. I'm not gonna say all the time, but most all the time.
Yep.
There, would push pretty much everybody but me.
Yeah, they pushed mine until I stopped playing their game. As long as I was playing nicey nice with Lauren, it was
Oh.
fine. But when she pulled that crap about the Anna LeBaron interview, I was like, "You know what? I am
Oh,
over
yeah.
this lady." And then boom, I was suddenly cast out into the darkness because I wasn't
Yep,
friends with Lauren. I'm like, okay, fine. You're a
exactly,
Facebook group. What do you need? I don't need you. Bye."
right? Yeah, Michelle says Crush's only goal was to dive and dig to try and make any sense of the hell her family is going through. That's
Yep.
it.
And you
But
met
that's I
opposition at
can't.
every turn.
But as soon as she self-imploded, just October 15th, right? Then it started. Yeah, I like within the first 2 days after that, by the second day after that, I was like, "Oh, no. She's trying to suppress some damn text messages that she talked
Mhm.
shit about my family." And instead of just coming out and coming to us individually or whatever, she did she chose this route instead of apologizing. And so that to me is like, "What are we doing? What are you doing, lady?"
Mhm.
Like, how hard is it to just be like, "I'm sorry, I'm a B," you know?
Yep.
"I'm
Yep.
sorry, I'm two-faced." Okay, move on. I'd have so much more respect. So much I'd have some respect, period. I can handle somebody who can admit their flaws, but I cannot
Right.
right now, and it's scary. It's
Well,
concerning.
we all have bad days.
Yeah,
We
but
all
no,
do,
this is
but this is not that.
you can see it in her. It's something's
Yeah.
not right, and I'm worried. And it's people like me all over the world, right? There's always this kind of dynamic,
Right.
And I mean, we
Mhm.
keep the other person accountable, I think. And I just think that she's not above the law. She's not above any of us, we all put on our pants the same way every day. The
Yep.
sun comes up for everybody every day, you know? No, 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 no. I'm starting to stutter.
Yeah,
So,
and I had a kind of a humbling moment this morning when because I said, "Okay, I'm taking the day off. I'm gonna go do research." Right? What is going on with Lauren Matthias from stuff that happened after I
oh
disappeared?
yeah.
Because I stopped paying attention. And the Delphi case and the uh Baldwin case and the Murdoch case, and I'm like, "What?" Right? Absolutely mind blown, and I'm like, the stuff that she
Oh, yeah.
did allegedly in those cases are the exact things she either did to me or accused me of doing. I was like, "Was I her test run?"
Oh, no.
You
No.
know?
I just think that, she was put there, controlled opposition. I think that she was
Oh,
put
I
there.
see what you're saying. That makes a lot of sense
Kinda
because she
like
popped
how
up out of
Mike
nowhere.
King and Mike and this is my opinion, you don't have to share it, nobody has to share it, okay? This is just me observing all the people talking about this case, my family, going on these different programs and influencing, okay? And
Right,
that would be Mike King, okay?
right.
He's somebody said he wasn't Mormon, and I'm like, "Well, okay, okay, but he was." Doesn't matter, he's still in that club.
Yep.
My, Chris McDonough, and I remember
Mhm.
I remember being in his chat one time, and I mean, he's Catholic, so everybody's like, "Well, what the hell?" They were partners at one time, ex-cops, that just came
Yep,
on the scene right around the time, and anyways, yeah, until you realize that they're influencing, they're saying, "No, that's just Chad and Lori and their own little thing." That's we don't think that way, we don't believe that way,
right,
and that's their way of and maybe they don't, maybe he don't. I mean, I'm not sitting here trying to say he does or does not. However, I know that there are more people that do, and there's some very strong connections, and he's not being very honest.
right.
And
And
so
let's
to
remember,
me, he's not doing justice for my family.
Melanie Gibb told on them at Chad's preliminary hearing when she was on the
Yes,
stand
she did.
under cross by John Pryor. He did fantastic with her. He got her to admit on the stand that the church had sanctioned their little extremist group meetings
Sure
on
did.
church property. And I was like,
Yeah.
I almost fell into my chair. I was like, oh, I can't believe she just admitted. And then you know what happened that afternoon? That's when the church came out with that giant statement saying anybody involved, you have to talk to our lawyers before you talk to the cops. And I'm like,
Oh,
oh, Melanie, you
hello,
stepped in it
obstruction
so
of
hard.
justice. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, so
Yes.
that's what prompted it?
Yes.
Holy crap, I never even
Yep.
thought about
That
that.
was the couple hours after she said that on the
Yeah.
stand, that
And he
paper
was
was
upstate or
released.
he was disfellowshipped, or they sent him the paperwork around this it was the 2nd day of his preliminary hearing, so there you
Mhm.
go.
Yep.
Also, they were just mailing and sending and emailing all kinds of things out.
Yep.
Well, Chad
And
doesn't accept it anyways, we just learned that in his letters from prison.
yeah, and I did jump up and down about that church letter. I had a whole video on it. I was really pissed off. I was like, they cannot do that. Also, remember the church lawyers work for the church, not for you. Do not
Yep,
talk to them. Don't
they've
be
been doing this.
ridiculous. And I got so much shit for that video.
I get a
And I'm
lot of
like,
shit.
sorry.
I got a Jesus
But
card. I got a Jesus card left in my house,
oh, I never got one
and
of
it's
those.
from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Well, I
I
was
was
Mormon.
sleeping.
I was
What? Get
when
the
I was
hell
like
out of
6
here.
years old, just for
You ain't
like a
tried to
year.
sell me on it
Yeah,
yet.
my mother was, going through every religion trying to find her home, and we were Mormon for a little bit.
I feel you,
I like the
girl. I feel like
music,
I'm a
but
designated Mormon or something.
yeah, I was, like,
Jason too.
6. I'm not technically a Mormon. It was, like, for 6 months while I was 6 years old. Not a big thing.
Yeah.
But,
Well, that's some interesting numbers. Just
Yeah,
saying.
huh? Oh god, I didn't even
Interesting.
realize that.
Nene, she really did. She did actually show up, and I actually have there's video of her that I can try and find while Awen's talking, and I can show you some symbolisms that she throws up too and points to, and she growls and hisses and yeah, after she left there with her hat turned backwards. It's so
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
So Mormon. You want Halloween, baby? We got it.
I do miss the videos of Julie Rose talks where she would get up in her crazy outfits and dance and
Oh,
sing.
yeah.
Those were really
Well, that's
entertaining.
she was, hypnotizing the masses there.
Oh, yes.
Which
Oh,
I
yeah.
wonder what happened at CrimeCon is all I'm saying. Anyways, I hope my friends didn't do it on purpose.
Oh,
I wanna
goodness.
think that. I wanna think that they are, influenced or hypnotized or whatever. I hope Tony Robbins was there, doing it. Whatever. Shallow how. I'm just saying, like, I'm worried. I am very worried. It was so, uh, intense the other night whenever, this was probably the night before last. They're running in together, right? And, Joe was live, and I was there were 260 people in his chat, which Joe is I've never what I'm saying? Like, I'm not used to those numbers either. Just saying, and I know he wasn't either, but and so I was like, "Well, let me go look, let me go see what's going on." And I got in there and I had backed it up a little bit and I saw one of his friends, she's awesome, Salty, okay, Salty Sleuth. I mean, she was in there just I mean, she sounds like tough love, and I mean, I get that. I'm like that too, but not she really means it. I can give it, but I don't always do that, but, I mean, she was being really firm with him, trying to get him to understand and realize what he was saying, what he has, like, signed
Promoted.
legal documents for.
Oh, goodness.
And what that means, going to CrimeCon was anyways, I didn't get to watch it all, so I don't really know what was said, but and so I had to, hurry up and scoot to the live and so there were people in there and I was like, "Oh, I don't know. I'm just gonna send something and just, say hi and anyways, and there were no attackers in there and I was like, "Okay, this is weird." Like, I mean, I didn't it's like, well, do I or don't I? Do I? And then I didn't wanna, like, cause friction or anything, but I just wanted to let them know I was there
Yeah.
and that I'm concerned and that, anyways. And so I was like, "Okay." Everybody was concerned. Everybody in there was concerned, and it was
Mhm.
bizarre. It was frightening. It was kinda like talking somebody off the ledge or trying to
Right,
talk someone into critical thinking, uh just gently even, just asking differently he different
right,
ways instead of the attack. I just kind of I don't know, I just wanted to see if he could see things, but he would always go back to that same narrative,
right.
and I'm like,
He
"This is weird."
I don't think Joe is fully functioning with complete autonomy at the moment.
Yeah,
So, I
that's what I
mean, and
mean.
it that's what it feels like. It feels like he is being controlled through various
Yes.
methods,
Mhm.
and he's struggling to try and do something, and it's so obvious that he's got this struggle going on that everybody's picking up on it, but he can't let go. It's like he
Right.
needs a rescue.
Yeah,
He needs a
I don't know
rescue.
how to do that.
I
I'm
don't
like,
either.
"Well"
I don't either.
it's I don't know. I'm learning about this stuff, and I don't know I don't know exactly what that means.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't wanna experiment on anybody, but, I mean, just compassion, right? Compassion and and consistency, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. Y'all have any tips for people who just cannot let their beliefs go? I mean, this is exactly what Charles I'm not comparing myself to Mongol, by the way. I'm just saying this is what Charles confronted Lori with and a divorce, because of the beliefs,
Right,
and so here we are, and it's scary. I find it very serious, very concerning, and very scary because I don't wanna go where they went. I don't wanna
right.
go, and I don't want because it's like I've seen it in Megan too, and I'm just
Mhm.
like, "Come on, man. Come on, friends." Like, please, it's just not I don't know. Again, it's not about being right or wrong or this side or that side. It's about, "Come on.
Yeah, well,
Come
somebody
on."
told me something, that I've had to take to heart, and I'm not a patient person, so it doesn't sit well with me, but it's true. It says, "Truth and time walk hand in hand,"
Okay, that
and
makes
it's
sense.
like, "Alright, I get it, but man, it's hard to wait."
Yeah,
It's really
yeah, I
hard
used
to
to be
wait.
like that. I did, I used to be very impatient, knee-jerk reaction, like, I would just spontaneously respond, and then this whole experience with their losses and everything, I mean, when I say that everything just fell into place, like, my priorities, I didn't have to sit there and think about they just were. They all of a sudden were, and my
Mm,
family was important, they meant everything to me. I actually did care, you know? It's like I did care and I do love them. I just, I've gone through my hard times in life and have just kind of stayed on the outside because it's been the safest place for me to be.
right,
And I mean, I think we're all kind of going through that in our own little way. Um, but they're good people and they're they mean well, you know, like, they're good
Mhm.
people and they treat other people good, um, and I think we all just have our own wounds that we need to heal, and you can't do that together. You have to do that on your own. But so all this happened, and it just everything prioritized itself, and I don't know where I was going with that except to here, you know, but
Yeah.
it it's I don't know.
There's no script. There's no manual for how to navigate the situation. There isn't.
Nope.
You gotta just go where your heart leads you and make sure, I mean, you're doing it. You go where your heart leads you, you stay true to yourself, you watch all the changes around you, but you're always doing good. That's
I'm
it. You're
trying.
not out
I
on the
don't
warpath.
always. I mean, I
Well,
was in her 9-hour chat too, but I was
yeah, I
trying to
know.
dismiss my gut feeling. I was trying to dismiss it because and so there's some people that asked in the comments, you know, why were you, you know, I saw your name on her life. Yeah, I know. I wish she would take it off. I wish
Yep.
she would take Colby's name off and Nancy Joe's and Monkey's mom. I wish she would take all our names
Yeah.
off
Yeah,
and
I mean,
stop
I
using
was watching it.
them.
I heard your name come. She said, "Oh, I love you, Krisha," and I was like,
I know you. Yeah, no,
"Oh,"
you don't. Yeah, you
you
don't.
know, I'm like, "Oh no, not Krisha too. No, no, no." But I'm like, "All right, I'm just gonna watch it." But then I remembered way
Yeah.
back in the day, you would
Yeah.
always go to everybody's live stream, whether you liked them or not, or
Yep.
agreed with them or not. You were always in people's live streams, and I was like, "Wait a
Always.
minute, that's what Krisha's doing. Chill out. It's okay. Krisha's doing her
Mhm.
thing. You're
Plus, I
good."
mean, not to
You know?
mention, she was mentioning a girl that actually I had a run-in with. So, I was kinda intertwined with that too. It was like kind of a
Mhm.
combination. I was there and I was like, "Oh, hell. Oh, yeah." And I mean, Lauren really looked legit in fear or
Yeah.
in distress. So, trying to add that up, and so I'm typing and I don't sit there and pay, I guess, that much attention to everything, you know, right? Who
Yeah.
does? Especially for 9 hours. Take a damn bathroom break. I did. A couple, you know, like, it's okay. Oh, that's the probably the weirdest thing, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, she stayed the same tone, same pace the whole way. But anyways, and so whenever I always go back and watch things with a critical eye. That's how I've done that in this case, you know, I don't ever catch anything the first time.
Right.
I know I'm aggravating because I can't recap after we just watched the same hearing on Zoom. Good luck. Go to a reporter for that. That's not me. I'm just here
Right.
living with you. Like, I don't know. I gotta go process my feelings in quietness and just with me, my own thoughts,
Yeah.
and kinda watching other people, listening to other people, other perspectives. I appreciate them. I mean, that's helped me in so many ways. Not only that, but I also wanna stay balanced as much as possible. I mean, especially with this stuff, it's crazy.
It's easy to go off the rails with this stuff.
It is.
It would be very easy, and it's hard to, like, okay, be calm.
Yeah,
But
it's wild. It's been the most bizarre experience I've ever I can't even imagine it. Like, it's just crazy. This one doesn't have sound, but I found it, and she's slow. Or does it have sound? Oh, of course it's gonna start doing that. Of course. Why not? Let me pause it for a second and let it catch up.
oh, oh my goodness, look at
But
her.
right here, she's pointing, and there are I don't know what that's called, but it's got the horns, you know, the 2 horns, and I'll have to go find it to tell you what it like the Texans, but, uh, the
Longhorns.
horns,
Yeah.
the devil horns type
Yeah.
thing, and so I didn't realize that at first, again, because 'cause I've watched things. She's doing all kinds of weird bells and whistles, I'll just call them. Okay? Let me try and play it. She's breaking my thing. Come on, Julie Barnett. Anyways, we'll just okay, go ahead, let's continue. We'll wait for her to catch up. Till then, she's
That
gonna
could
play
take a
her
while.
yeah, she's gonna play her little horn.
Oh, goodness. That
There she
woman.
goes. So, yeah, for this could people say trigger warning just in case. There's some people that are sensitive to this because it works on them. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out. Um, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's so this is after she left trial, and she went in there storming in with her hat and everything. Yeah, this is to my neck and my back. Can you imagine?
Oh, goodness.
I mean, it's cringe, like, that's why I just laughed, but it's like secondhand embarrassment,
Yeah.
and I
Th
feel for her, but I did talk to her. I reached out to her right before Chad's trial. She was on
Mhm.
my mind, and I was like, "Look, I know you and Chad were close." And I mean, I just wanted to offer my sympathy, like, I just wanted to offer my just compassion, right? Just, "Hey."
Right.
And she was sweet. I mean, this was all via email. And then she texted me some stuff, like, it just didn't make it was just a bunch of gibberish.
Right.
And then I just shut it off. I closed it. I was like, "Okay, done." That's it.
That was enough. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Boundaries, you gotta have your boundaries, but I just wanted to reach out, but I also think that she's been raised up in this system,
Mhm.
and this is what she's been taught, and so that's what's going on here. Um,
Yeah.
it's disturbing, I know.
It
It's
I'm just watching it like, I remember watching so many of these back in the day, and it's I don't know, it's hard to watch someone in a full-scale psychosis.
yeah,
It really is. That's what it is,
it's
and
wild. Yeah, I don't understand it. I try to understand it as much as I can. I mean, I know I'm not gonna know everything, I get it, but I, yeah, she did love always redacted. She sure said it a lot in that video against the Mormon Church being run by Satanists. Yeah, Tim Ballard's
yeah.
doing that now. That's his latest spiel. And, yeah, some Jezebel spirit. Did Chad have an affair with Julie? I mean, I don't know. He
We
said
don't know.
I
Julie
wouldn't be
hints
she
that
says
they
there's
did.
a R word, basically, assault, I
Yeah,
guess, an A word, and
but
he's not here to corroborate
I
or
think she did that for relevancy.
I think so too.
Yeah.
For victimhood.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. But she wanted to be part of this. When this all started coming out, back in 2019, early 2020, she wanted to be part of it. So she was always all over
I
any
think
media
she
she
was,
could get on.
Ava. Honestly, I think she was part of it.
Well, she wanted to be part of the media part of it. You know what
Oh,
I mean?
yeah.
She wanted to be, "Hey, look at me, I'm part of it too.
Yeah,
Hey,"
December
you know?
I'm sorry. I was like, "Okay, calm down, Gretchen." December 26th is whenever her and Eric uploaded that video, and she's talking crap about Uncle Charles, saying that he's abusive and this and
Yes.
that. I'm sitting in a chair in a corner, and the kids were running on the beach, and it was sunny, and I'm just like, "What? What?" Like, especially
Mhm.
now, like, "What?" It's just a vision. Okay, well, don't do that, okay? But, I mean,
Yep.
that's also kind of what happens here, I believe, what I've seen before in these other cases that are basically the same movement.
Yep.
Um, they have people that have different roles, and some of them are to spin things, the story to keep everything off of the cult's tail,
Right.
the secret, hidden, occult, okay? Hidden means occult. Occult means hidden. Occult true crime.
Yeah.
Another thing, somebody had mentioned this in Everyday with Jay yesterday. It was a commenter, Scooter77. I can't remember. Believe I remember stuff like that, y'all. That's what I'm saying. It's like what? But they said, and I should pull it up, but I am. I'm gonna pull it up. That way I don't botch it. If you'll take over for a minute.
Sure.
But it's about the 144.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good thing to go over. But someone said, "It seemed like Julie Rowe was part of it until Chad met his goddess." She was. She was definitely part of it. She was part of the group meetings they'd all go to all over the place. But when the
Her
first story
husband.
first broke, she was pro Chad and she was defending Chad until she saw which way the wind was blowing. Then she come out with the SA story and totally flipped her tune, but would say anything to keep herself getting interviews. As long
Mhm.
as they were interviewing you, she was happy as a clam and she would say anything you want. So nothing that she says about the actual case has any value at all.
Mhm. Because it's not reliable
Nope.
and not credible. Credible. Okay, here it is. Well, okay. They said, "Ma'am," and now listen, y'all just really buckle down. Okay. "Ma'am, don't you find the pool party reference disgusting, considering that's exactly what Lori did the same day Charles was killed? Kind of like the whole 144,000 reference, just gross." Now think
Hmm.
about that. Now this is talking about Lauren and John when they got their they were talking about doing a 144,000 subscriber party
Mm.
and having a pool party. And so, I guess the gist of it is in the spiritual aspect is as above, so below, kind of.
Right. Yep.
The inversion of it, or the to add to it, the darkness, and so these things aren't always apparent 'cause I didn't click that together, but yeah, very reminiscent,
Yep.
of that
Hmm.
to me. Anyways,
And
it's just one.
that could be even a coded. They're laughing.
Mm,
Look, we're going to use the symbolism. They're just going to think we're being silly, but ha ha ha. They don't know. It's
that's how
like,
it works. This is it. That's how they communicate.
yes,
Chad's
yes.
books, Visions of Glory,
Yep.
all their freaking nerdy, conferences.
Yep. To
I
this
mean, this
day,
is
if I ever
mhm.
see anyone with a copy of Visions of Glory, I am out of there. Like, bye.
I've got 2, girl.
Oh
Jim
no.
gave 'em to
Ah.
me.
Well, that's for research. That's different.
That's it. And he's actually, I believe, talking about remote viewing. I think he gave them like, their near-death experiences. Not
Yeah.
real ones, but the
Yep.
memory, the false memory. I really do.
Yep.
He'd have to prove me wrong.
Yeah, and the remote viewing thing is something I actually went really deep into that because I was fascinated. I was like, "What remote
It
viewing?
is
You can do that?"
fascinating.
And I took a course in remote viewing.
Oh,
Okay, and I'm
wow.
like, "All right," and I did it. They had the thing that said, "Okay, do it," and you start drawing your picture of the location in your head. And I drew like this, looked like the Golden Gate Bridge. I'm like, "Oh, okay," and that was the actual example. I'm like, "What?" All right,
Yeah.
and I was like, "I'm out of here. Nope, nope.
I
I don't
mean,
want
they
to know
did all
nothing."
this kinda testing on us or on a lot of us when we were kids.
Really?
Yes. Oh,
Oh
yeah,
my
the Stargate
goodness.
program, I wanna say. Don't
Huh.
quote me on that, but yes. Yeah, like, if you were in Spark or, these special extra, I don't know,
Yeah, yeah.
classes, these kinda programs. Not even just that. I mean, yeah, you can find whole videos on that and other people talking about their experiences and, I mean, how people would just visit at school and then, they'd be testing your hearing and things
Huh.
like that. I know I remember that. I remember that. So I think that might be just regular basic stuff, but I mean, I don't know. Was it? Question
Yeah.
everything. I question everything. Believe no one.
Yep. Yep.
I believe
So,
myself, and my memory is not 100%, you know?
yeah. But there's some crazy stuff going on around this case,
So,
so
what did you learn about the Delphi connections and the,
I am
Murdaugh and the
I learned 2 things today that were really important. I've just started. I have so much more to research, but people were linking me to all their spreadsheets, so I have a ton of work to do. But I'm gonna do it. But today I learned that in the Murdoch case, Jim Griffin had sent Lauren Matthias an audio tape of a call he had with Alec Murdaugh, right? Accidentally.
Oh.
She published it even though he had said, "Don't publish it." And I'm like,
Oh,
"Well, gee, where we heard that before?"
yep.
Huh. Alright, so
Patterns,
that pissed me
man.
off because that's something that she has crucified me over that I didn't actually do. All right, fine. But then
Wow.
in Delphi, now we get into the Murder Sheet podcast and Anya and Kevin and her connection with them and some other YouTuber that or journalist or something that they tried to have the TRO done and they tried to run her off of the case because I'm like, yeah, that's awfully familiar. So what I learned is there's a pattern of history, a pattern of behavior, historical
Mhm.
precedents of her doing the stuff exactly the experiences I had with her, only now she's doing it, and it was just things that she had accused me of, and I'm like, every accusation is a confession with these people,
Right? And
you
so
know?
having I mean, and oh god, and these both have to do with very high profile
Richard
trials or,
Allen and Alec Murdaugh, yep,
convicts. Yes. Or 3.
yep, yeah,
Oh, what'd she do in the Delphi case?
and
She got
she did
something?
a lot. I have just started
Um,
scratching the not just her, but also John doing
allegedly.
his
Alleg
magical YouTube woo-woo diagnoses of people.
everybody's like, "No, I never got this either, y'all, and don't be mad at me," but I'm like, "Okay." You know, like, it's like everybody thinks he invented sliced bread, and I'm like, "Okay."
Mhm,
Alright. I mean, yeah, he says a lot of things, but, I mean, so do, toddlers.
right.
I mean, so I just never got it, you know? I
Yep.
appreciated it, but I just was not like I said, I don't know. I don't sit there and worship anybody. I appreciate
Bronfoth in
their
chat. Sorry, go ahead. I will shut up.
oh, no. No,
I
no.
just I just saw a name in chat that I just found on Twitter today, and was my start of the introduction into the Delphi stuff, and I got all excited just seeing her name. Bronfoth, hi, thank you. I am on your Twitter, and I will be reading everything. So thank you.
Hmm. Yeah, I didn't catch all that. I didn't, like I couldn't commit myself to, every little thing. I probably wouldn't have watched Dr. John for, for,
Yeah.
Richard Allen. I was like, "Okay, we're done." But, I mean, I heard this and I mean, how can he not recognize that Richard Allen was struggling? Are you doing that, Donna?
Because
Or
they were
they
on
keep disappearing?
the side of law. Now remember, in Delphi, I don't know how much you know about Delphi, the
I
background of it.
accidentally did that, Krisha.
Okay,
You
that was okay. I was just making sure I'm not tripping. Thank you. I know I followed Lauren's reporting on it and,
Oh.
Lawyer Lee. I'm just saying, and how did we come up to different conclusions is what I wanna know,
It's the
except
same as Lori Vallow's case. It's the same dynamic as far as law enforcement, religion, and a cult.
gotcha.
And Lauren Matthias was on the side of the cult.
Shocker. I
And I'm like,
mean,
oh,
right, there
it
you
was the
go.
exact
Yeah,
dynamic, just
protect the cult,
transported with new characters.
protect the cult
Protect the cult.
at all costs.
Yep.
Interesting. And she said 33,000 emails, and I was like, 33, huh?
Mm.
Wank.
Yeah.
Why you had to say 33? Why not 33 and a half, 34? Remember her half
Yep.
birthday, she said? Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah, but I think as you go down the Delphi rabbit hole, you're gonna see that dynamic starkly present.
I mean,
And Crusher,
I've
it's
looked
gonna
into
piss you off.
it does. There's just what I have seen, and because it's corruption,
Yeah,
it stinks of it. You can see it, you can smell it. I mean, you can feel it, and you're just like, "What?" I mean, from everything that happened, and look, don't come at me, anybody who's, you know, knows this case inside and out. Sometimes it takes an outsider,
yeah,
perspective to be like, "Oh, yeah." 'Cause I'm like, how do we come to different I mean, I'm telling you, I'm always on the opposite side. I'm always away from everybody, and I'm like, "It's so lonely." It's not intentional, but I'm just like, how can you look at this situation and say, "Oh, justice was served"?
yep. It was
How
not.
can you sleep in your bed at night knowing that the killer is not behind bars? Killers.
Yep. Well, they can sleep
And
because their cult is safe.
they don't have a conscience.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So that's terrifying to me. That
Yeah.
means they're out here and people, innocent people are in there, and they will put them to death over and
Yep.
over and over again, won't even flinch,
Mhm.
and it bothers me.
Yep.
Just like, this stuff bothers me. I'm always bothered. Jason's like, "Good lord. Another thing bothers you? Get out of here, girl." Thank you, Cynthia Dawn. Thank you. It's bad when I turn on the TV and he's like, "Oh, guess what Bill Real Radio Free Mormon said earlier?" And I'm like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry, babe. I'm so
Yeah.
sorry." He's like, "Oh yeah, no, Joseph Smith," and he just goes into it, and I'm like, "Oh my god. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry for the things that I did when I was studying occult." Okay?
Yep.
Oh my gosh, thank you, Cynthia Dawn 5806. I appreciate that. Much appreciated. And then
Yeah.
Granny Weather Wax do hidden true crime, do anything good with money they make? Oh, the 2.3 alleged $2.3 million. I'm sure something.
Maybe.
Just I don't know.
First of all,
I
Granny
would
Weatherwax, that
I
is the
would not
best name
know.
ever.
It is. I think I
I
saw her
love
earlier
I
in the
love
chat.
Granny Weatherwax. What a good
Or are
character.
they just filling their coffers? I would go for the latter.
Yeah, but here's a question. Many years ago, your mom and I were having a talk that she said someday what she'd like to do is start a foundation under JJ's name, a charitable
Mhm.
foundation. And I'm always like, you tell me, and I will shovel you cash. You know, you just say the word.
Yeah.
Um, did
I
Lauren
would. I mean,
ever
we've kinda
do
talked
that?
about that. No, I don't, not that I know of. Let me find out. How do you find that out? Like, just out, without knowing a name or something? I've never seen them
I don't
push
know.
anything like that, and
But why wouldn't
I
they
would.
talk to your mom and say, "Here, we've made 1,000,000 off this case. Let's just
What?
give you half of
Right,
it."
right.
You know? I mean, I
Yeah,
only made maybe like, I don't know, tops 5 or 6,000 after 2 years of covering it,
something. I
but
mean, just
I'd give that to them. I mean,
I
I
don't
don't care.
know. You would think, but or just stop shading me. That would be
Yeah,
great.
that'd be
That
nice. Good
'cause
start.
it like, when it lifted, it was like, "Oh, hey, hi." I know some people were here just for the drama, and that's fine, whatever. Just don't control other people. Don't That's nasty. Like, that's
Yeah.
really gross. I wouldn't do that to anybody. I wouldn't
Mhm.
do that to anybody. I hope I don't, even not even knowing. I hope I don't.
Right.
Yeah. And so people have been asking me this, like, how, it's got a lot of the same kinda elements, with the cults and everything, but Odinism is different than Mormonism,
Yep.
and my thing is, but it's black magic, and it's like the dark stuff, like the Lesser Keys of Solomon, the
Right.
sigils, and I mean, they even have the names in the case. They just didn't really bring those out, but they are there,
Yep. And
when they were. Go ahead.
Odinism is different from the Mormon cult that we've been talking about only on its surface and how it's presented to its practitioners, the ants, okay?
Oh,
Because practice,
oh, that's what you're talking
but
about.
going up the
Okay.
tree, it's like a tree with all these different branches. The branches are the different types of cults, but they're all connected to the same
Oh, and so
core.
Mormonism is the butterfly, more or less.
It is kind of, yeah.
And
Yeah,
so it made me think about how Colby and Brandon named their. And I mean, this was their symbolism too, and I mean, don't get me wrong, I used to be all about symbolisms and trees, and it
right.
reminded me of Joshua Tree, right? That's JJ's name.
Mhm.
But I'm learning all this stuff and knowing that the tree has everything to do with that. But okay, so Brandon, it was timber and wings, and so half of it was a tree,
And
half
half
of
of
it
it was
was
butterfly, yeah,
butterfly. And I
yeah.
was like, "Oh, why, guys?
That's
No."
so obvious because the tree trunk is the same core group. As you go up and up in the Lori
Ranks.
cult, you're gonna find the same people going up and up in the Odinism cult. The ants don't know that they're the same because they don't need to know.
Wow.
And that's what makes it even scarier is when you see how misled even the ants are being. You know, it's just, oh,
It's
man, it's
fascinating,
mind-blowing.
y'all, but it never ends. It never ends, ever. I'm like, I don't think one of them or two of them match ever. Like, you can't find a group that just matches another group
Yep.
perfectly. I'm like, every group has some kind of different spin, but then I'm like, okay, well, what are covens? And then I like what Lori and them were doing. That was a coven, I would say. Now I
Well,
don't know if they're
yeah,
exactly 13 people, but
remember who you're talking to, the woman that owned a witchcraft store in Salem, Massachusetts for
you
many years.
did?
Yes, I did.
You a witchy witch. Well,
Witchy witch. That's not, I mean, I'm not
like when
involved
I said it
involved
about the broom, get on a broom, and when you said that, I was
I
like, "Oh
died
my
laughing.
god,
That was
yes."
so funny.
If you
But
know, you know. On
but
A1's live, she kinda repeated what I said about Lauren. She was
I
like, "If
did.
Pressure tells you to get a broom and jump on it and whatever." I don't
You
remember
say,
what I
"How
said, but
high, ma'am?" Yep.
yeah. That way we can have more parking spaces. Anyways, it was just something
Oh,
stupid I said right off the cuff, and then she repeated it. I was like, "Oh my
yeah.
god." Thank
But
you. By the
because
way, go ahead.
of my history with that, that's how I recognized the Odinism stuff, and when I unfortunately saw the crime scene photos, those girls were poised exactly like these Nordic runes. You cannot get past that. You cannot. And I was like, "Okay, let's look at modern day Odinism. What is this mess?" It has nothing to do with, like the Wicca people. Nothing to do with that. Um, but as you start following the trail, you get to the same core group of people behind the other stuff. And I'm like, well, would you look at that? Would you look at that? Yeah,
So do
Odinism is not modern paganism. It is not. Sucks though for anyone who is a modern pagan because you're going to get tarred with that brush, you know, and it sucks. And where did
so
Kresha go? Oh, you're there. Okay.
I went to go grab me a Dr. Pepper and I ran.
Okay.
And I didn't die. That's the difference, okay? That's what I'm saying. I can breathe. Okay, but how do you know I forgot. Sorry, I that was too much stuff at one time, and I was running. What was it? I'll think
Yes,
of it
modern
again.
Odinism is more closely linked to Freemasonry than any sort of paganism.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, good. Yeah, teach us. I wanna know some things, like, I don't quite where you just get to ask kind of those questions that you're like, you won't be judged for, those kind.
Yeah. Like Leonard
Yeah.
Amber just said, Odinism, I can't even say that, has bastardized paganism. It's really paganism are traditions that were around before Christianity became a thing. All right.
Huh.
And they were passed down generational. There wasn't writing back then. So people say, oh, I have a book. My mother was a witch and blah. No, you do not. Stop it. They're just oral traditions, folklore type traditions. Like on Beltane, you run your cattle herd through two bonfires so that they're fertile for the year. That's it. It's not black magic and crazy shit like nowadays. So modern paganism is trying to recapture that connection with nature. It's all about nature and the seasons and space and nature type stuff. It's not that's why we're called tree huggers. We go outside and take care of the trees. Uh,
Mhm.
Odinism is taking folklorish Nordic traditions and turning it into kind of a new religion,
Hmm.
modern day Odinism, where they take the mythological figures like Odin and Thor and Freya and give them modernized personas and they do rituals to enact their beliefs.
Mhm.
However, that would be okay, except this modern day Odinism is infiltrated or started uh,
They all
by
are. Everything
political
is.
figures, money, and politics, creating
Yeah,
this new
sounds
tradition for
interesting.
control.
They
That's
have
it.
an interest in it. I wanna know why, because they think it's powerful. They believe in it, so I don't
Because
know
it
enough about
attracts
it to
people.
make an educated like, I don't have a I don't not yet. I don't know about it yet. So I respect it until I do learn about it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, don't be doing any kind of weird don't be watching me, remote viewers, okay? Put something over your mirrors, people, okay? I'm just like, I saw a video one time on I watched this guy, he has a channel called Laid Back, and he just shares TikToks, and it's about the only time I get TikToky. And so it was like kind of the scary stuff, and there was like somebody or something or somebody who it was like in a chefferobe or whatever, kind of one of those old I can't say anything but a chefferobe. And so It had a mirror or whatever, and it's like somebody from the other it was closed, like it was like a armoire, I guess you could say.
Right.
And it's like somebody from inside of it, but really fast, like it blew the doors open, and I was like, "What the hell?" Uh-uh. Like, talk about I jump. I can't have my feet hanging off the bed or anything. I'm
Yeah, I
just
have
like,
to have a
"Oh,
blanket on or the
no."
monsters will get your feet.
Yeah,
That's it.
my dad used to tell me that. He was like, "The devil's gonna get your toes," and I was like, "Oh my god, who does that? Who
Yeah.
does that?" Yeah,
Can I jump
my
back for
stepdad.
1 second? Just because there's some things going on in the chat that I just wanted to clear up a little
Cool.
bit, about the Odinism thing. The Odinism that we see in the Richard Allen case is not modern Nordic pagans, okay? A lot of witches, if you wanna call them that, or
I don't
pagans,
know if you're
like the Nordic traditions. They like Odin and all that stuff, and they will do that stuff. This Odinism is not that at all. This is a political, monetary creation,
Oh, I
and
gotcha. I
it's
get it now.
heavy in racism, heavy, heavy in racism, heavy, heavy in control, but it appeals to the people in that area, which is why it sprung up there, because it keeps them all in their little fraternity, kind of like the Freemasons. Only it
Mm.
gives them a little bit more of a violent twist because they get to go be Vikings and go marauding and crap like that.
Oh,
But
yeah.
that is not real paganism or Nordic folk traditions. This is a construct. Think of it that way, a modern political socioeconomic construct. And that's what's going on.
Well, that's interesting. Thank you. I agree with especially the end of this comment right here where it says, "That's making some folk do all the stuff." Right?
Yep.
I mean, I'm telling you, that's what I'm thinking is happening too, and so I'm like, they're only perfecting it, like, whether it's the government, it's all one and the same kinda, right? Same kinda
Mhm.
it's not all the same, but I don't know. I don't know. It's stuff I'm not supposed to know all of.
Yeah. Bite My Bit says, "Look at the Hangman Tarot card." I happen to know the Hangman Tarot card very well, and it depicts Odin from his mythological story from Norse mythology, hanging upside down in the tree in the exact position that one of the girls was in the Delphi case. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
As much
yeah,
as they wanna dismiss this kinda stuff, y'all, and I
can.
mean, trust me, this is where I've been advocating and fighting and saying, "Nah, nah, 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 nah," 'cause I want it to be held accountable too. I want them I mean, they should have if they're gonna sit there and have like in Utah, where they have a ritual abuse, what do you call that? Task force?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then at least legalize where it's ritual abuse crimes, okay? And then make it where it could be ritual murder legally in a
Mhm.
court. Or,
Mm.
maybe they wanna call it since they've dumbed everything down to ritually unaliving. I really don't know what's going on with all the keyword control SEO stuff. I mean, I do. It's like basically don't talk about us,
Right.
or them, not me, but them, the owners of this joint.
Yeah.
But yeah, keep it moving 77. I'd love to. I mean, just from what I've learned, I'm not a pro on it. I just can read it. I can read it, walk us through it. I mean, I'm learning about how, this very much ties into fraternal organizations, fraternities,
Yeah.
sororities, and there's a lot of that, look at Idaho 4. Look at other UVU. Look at these kind of things, don't but also do your own research because 'cause I'm just here I'm a friend. I'm just here friending with you. I'm
Yep.
not a professional expert or anybody trying to give you advice, but, I mean, we're in this together. We always do this as a community anyways, but, yeah, I'll dig into it. It'll give me something to I mean, I always kinda do, but I'll focus on it. How about that? I'll
Yeah,
give it a spin.
Freemasonry is an interesting study. It's
Mhm.
fascinating when you get back to like someone just mentioned in chat, it's about, the Kabbalah, which is a everybody should study the Kabbalah because this was, wisdom and philosophy and esoteric knowledge thousands of years ago. Maybe not
Wow.
thousands, but you know what I mean. Really old. And it's the tree of life, and it's something beautiful, that has been perverted by mankind ever since, but at its core, it's something quite beautiful, you know? So it's worth looking into. And then Freemasonry gets really kind of creepy the deeper you go into that, because you can't
And
get
then
too
it goes
far.
then that goes into Mormonism,
Yes, it
and
does.
they're
Yes.
one and of the same,
Yep.
basically. It's very interesting, and I mean, I wanna do more like, I've been learning about the symbolism and things like that, just things that you don't normally see, like,
Yep.
that you've not been trained like, we've not been trained to see these things. So,
Some of us have.
now that I'm seeing this well, yeah, maybe, not been my experience, so I'm like, "Oh, okay, this exists," it's all weird to me, like, to me, it was, like, all this stuff we're talking about right now, cults, period. I'm just like, what?" I started this when my Uncle Charles was still alive. I heard him say to my mom something about cult, and I was like, "What?" Me and Larry peeled off and we went to the living room, which is still in the same room, but just over a little area. It's, ranch house, a split living room and, I mean, open living room. And so I looked at him and I was like, "Okay, cult, like, as in Charles Manson?" And he was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Oh, he didn't kill anybody." You know? I mean, just
Yeah.
like, I don't know, he didn't do anything wrong. Basically,
Mhm.
that was my ignorance, like, through and through. And I knew that when Larry looked at me like I was crazy. He was like, "What?" And I was like, "I read the room, and this is here we are." So,
Yep. Yeah, now there's a lot of stuff going on in chat. Unfortunately, we opened Pandora's box, especially
don't
with
mind it.
stuff about the Kabbalah. Nobody here
I
is
don't know anything about
promoting.
it.
Right. I'm not promoting any kind of religion. I'm not. Okay. The Kabbalah is just a thing that you can study. It's not going to demonize your life. It's just a thing to read a book. Just
Thank
read a
you,
book. It's not going
Diamond.
to hurt. But nobody is promoting that here. Nobody's saying,
I don't
oh,
I
you
don't
know,
know I don't know what it is, so I can't say yes or no. I'm just like, "Mhm."
yeah. So
Okay.
just let it go.
Just
It's
trying to
okay.
learn.
It's not going to hurt anybody. We're okay. All right. I am
Um,
not currently a witch. It's okay. I'm not putting spells on anyone. But it's part of when you start studying cults and you get into all these things, you're gonna run across this stuff. So it's better to know what it is than get swiped by it. Like,
yeah,
oh, what's that? You know,
yeah. For sure, critical thinking should be taught in school.
exactly.
Yeah. I'm in there, you know? I
Yeah.
mean, it does. It's big. Thank you, Diamond Dave. I appreciate that. Oh, cool. I could super chat with a VPN. So now everybody knows you can super chat with a VPN.
Good
Cool
to
show.
know.
Would love to chat about Mormonism overseas sometime. I would love to have you on. Would love to
Yeah, it'd
have you
be
on.
interesting to see how different it is overseas, if it is different at all.
Right. Oh, I bet it is though. I
I
bet
would think
it's
so.
a little different than Utah. Just a little. I think every place is different than Utah. Or Utah's different than every place. It's beautiful, but it's just like, I don't know. I guess because of the bad I don't know, just from learning all this stuff first, then going there. I'm like, "Oh, no, I don't wanna see a temple. I don't wanna see a temple."
Yeah, we're not promoting Mormonism either, but it's
Yeah,
it's something that we have had occasion to study a lot of the last
I
5 years.
mean, I always say that Lori and Chad were my introduction into the Book of Mormon, so it is what it is, and this has been my way of learning, and I mean, I'm never trying to offend anybody. I'm definitely not promoting it. I'm demoting it, if anything, but I wanna learn everything I can about it, and I don't know it all,
Yep. It's like I had an
but
analogy, I put it up on YouTube like 5, 6 years ago about religion as a whole. If you imagine a great big plain, big field out there, and
yeah,
there's
I'm taking
wells
care
dotted all over the field,
Mhm.
every different well is a different religion, and they go to the same place, a great big underground ocean.
Yeah,
But
and
I like
yeah,
to learn what
George
all the
Pearl, one of
different
our
wells
family's
are.
oil wells.
Yeah, oil you can
He
leave
did.
oil wells. I just wanted to know what all the different wells are. How does that well go? What does that well think? What does that well know? Just
Um,
because out of curiosity,
how's it
what
operate?
are all these things? Because it's fascinating. Comparative religions is a fascinating topic, but I don't
Wow,
promote any
it
of
is,
it.
I find it Very interesting. I mean, I could go and go. It's a rabbit hole for life.
Yes,
It is.
yes, it is. Yes, it
Yeah,
is.
and I haven't even gotten anywhere outside of just, Americana stuff. Just saying. So it's yeah, but I mean, this one has taken I probably would have never learned anything about any religion if it weren't for this,
Yep,
besides what I grew up with.
yep.
That's about it. And I mean, it was to where, like, I was raised Catholic, went to catechism, K through 12, never made my confirmation, but I did do my first
Oh,
communion. I just couldn't. I don't know. It's like I've never learned anything new, and I was just like, "Oh my god," it had the weird smell in the place, you know? I loved communion practice where you'd practice for your communion, you know?
yep.
And I mean, my kids, they both went through it. They were christened and then, first communions, but nothing after that. It's up to them, and, anyways, I remember even promising my papa Vallow, Charles and mom's dad, on his deathbed, and I was the last person to see him alive too, and I mean, he was, like, super Catholic, alright,
Mm,
which is weird that Uncle Charles went super Mormon. I'm just like, "Whoa,
right.
that's so fascinating to me." Like, I wanna know what made Uncle Charles jump from one frying pan into another, basically, you know, like, it's just interesting to me. Um, and so my papa, he's always been one, you know, you need to marry Catholic and da 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 da. And I mean, I went to go get married Catholic my first marriage. Listen to me, my first marriage, and they were like $500 or whatever for the church, and my grandparents' names are carved outside, which is interesting now. But
Yeah.
I mean, it was just a lot of money at the time. I got married when I was 20. Um, so we got married Methodist because it was $90. Okay? That's why. It was and it had a long ass aisle. Anyways, and it was my stepmom's church at the time. So we got a good deal. I don't know. But I promised my grandfather, and I mean, I was divorced for the second time by this time. You know, batting 0, batting 100, whatever it is. And, I held his hand, like, he kept reaching up, and he was, you know, sleeping, obviously. He had a mask on. We were at the hospital. Mom was sawing logs. Okay. I was sitting there reading my Cosmo. This is like in 2008. And I don't know. I had to go make it home, you know, to get my kids up for school. And so I went over and I sat on the side of his bed and I just held his hand. And I mean, he had been reaching up all night, like towards the ceiling. And I was like, "Okay." You know, you just kinda look over there and you're like, "Alrighty, what's he doing?" But and I just grabbed his hand and I was like, "Papa, I promise I'm gonna find me a good Catholic man and I'm gonna marry him." And then now, you know, Jason's Catholic, but we're not married. We've been together since 2018. And I mean, I'm just happy chappy as I can be. I mean, it is what it is. I've since learned that I'm probably not gonna make that promise, you know, and that's okay
Yeah.
because because So, I don't know, it's just one of those things where without even knowing, you know, you're making all these commitments and all these, like, promises like I just did, like I said, and without even knowing the impacts of it or what you even feel about it or
Mhm.
how it affects other people in the world. Religion to me is me. It's my heart. God made my heart. I believe in a higher power, whether it's Sky Daddy, whatever source
Yep.
is. And I'm just like, you know, I mean, it was to where whenever I'd pass a Catholic church, I'd make the sign of the cross.
Right. Yep. That's what
And
you
then
do. Or you pass
yeah,
a
and then
graveyard, do the same thing.
yeah, hold my breath. I
Yep.
mean, there's a lot of pagan things that we end up doing that we don't know we're doing that
Yep.
I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I do that." And I'm like, "Oh, no, you have to kinda unlearn them."
Yep, and I've
You
I've
know?
grown to believe that my spirituality is just mine, and I don't need anyone standing up in a pulpit in a church telling me how to do it. God and I are good. We got
Right.
this. And but it's also extremely personal to me, and I don't need to tell anyone else about it.
Exactly.
And it
And that's
should just be
everybody's
that.
freedom and right, you know?
Yes.
I never want and I know I've offended a lot of people,
I know.
you
We
know,
we
just by asking these kind of
yeah.
questions, but it's just it's religion versus what I'm saying is like human life. I don't know. I don't think you can have religion without a human, but you can
No,
have a human without religion.
right.
So I just came up with that.
Let's just say we like faith. I like that people are faithful. Whatever you
Yeah,
believe in, however you, if your faith is strong, that's awesome.
worship
That
God
makes
and
your life.
Lori.
But I don't need to know what it is, and I don't care because I like you anyway. I don't
Right?
care what religion you are. You're a great person. Everyone's a great person, and that's just how I see the world. And man, I get a lot of shit for that. I
Everybody
don't
has the potential. Some people are shitty. I'm
care.
just saying. I know I've been that way myself, and so I know. I got tired of being an a-hole. I mean,
Yeah.
for real.
Well,
You just kinda gotta go through it.
it's like to bring us back to where we started. A lot of people yelled at me, literally were yelling at me. How could you offer to help Lauren Matthias? I'm like, because I can have a glimpse of what she must be feeling right now, and that
Yeah.
is awful. I wouldn't want anybody to feel that way. And
No.
they're like, but
Not your
you
worst
should
enemy.
help her. I'm like, if she called me for help, I would help her. I would help anyone in that situation.
She hurts
Because,
herself enough. That's what this
yeah,
is. It's
yeah,
like self-hatred.
yes,
I mean, look, I've shared my own feelings about Lori, who was my aunt, who I've had to mourn also because she was my aunt and then she was not.
right.
That person did not exist in there
That person's
anymore.
gone. Yeah,
Yeah, and that's kinda what I'm witnessing with Lauren. If I mean, not trying to I'm not dehumanizing, I'm saying something's wrong,
right.
and you know, I don't I mean, I care for her. No matter what, it's not gonna change me, you know? I have
Right.
feeling. I'm That's on her how she handles this, I hope it doesn't end bad,
Yep.
especially for the child. I mean, it's really kinda reminiscent of what happened 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Although I didn't
It's
see
like,
Lori with my own eyes, I mean, I've read about it, heard about it,
yeah,
all the things.
we're seeing
My mom did.
2018.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
we're seeing that start. It's like, oh no, oh no,
Where
oh
my
no, 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 no,
uncle
no.
had colt, and then me and Larry peeled off into the living room, and I'm like, "Huh?
Yep.
Troll Island?" Right.
And
It's yeah. The guy next door is like, I don't sawing something, meh. Very aggravating. Anyways, I don't know. Diamond Dave or Awen, I'm sorry. I know I don't wanna have this too long today, so I do want to talk about this, but I'm wondering if that would be better if we can do it, kinda separate them and do it in another stream maybe tomorrow, if
yeah,
you're up for it, Diamond Dave. 'Cause I told Awen before we even pushed live, I was like, "Okay, I've really been making really too long videos. They're way
yep.
too long." They're like, "Well, she made a 9-hour video and you made 4," and I'm like, "Oh my god."
We just got a lot to say. I felt like I've been on a microphone for 5 straight days, but I still
Right.
have more to say. It's like, man, my brain is just cranking stuff out right now.
Yeah,
It's
because if
too
I'm not
much.
here, I'm gonna be watching and
Yes.
participating somewhere else, so,
Yep.
I mean, they're going trick or treating, so I'm game, but I, I don't know.
I do have a
What
question though. Turtle
Go ahead.
Boy is like screaming to get you on. And he said he
Oh,
emailed you. He said he emailed me too. I'm like, no, you didn't. So I don't know where he sent the email to, but someone sent him my phone number. But he was trying to get you too. That's why I messaged you the other night. I was like, come to Turtle
oh.
Boys Live because he wanted you on, and then you were there and he didn't see it. And I'm like, oh,
Yeah, I was like,
come on,
"Good
man.
luck, dude." I hate cats that big,
Yep, yep.
Can't even see them pass.
Everyone was screaming, Awen and Gresha are in chat, and he
Yeah,
didn't
we
see
were
it at
talking to
all.
each other even.
Yeah. But
Oh,
he is
yeah.
looking for you, and I'm like, it's time for Crush's voice to get out there. Do it, man. Do it.
Thank you. I wonder, can I wear my own mech arches?
Oh, he would probably love that. Oh, if you showed up with that, he would probably, like, lose his mind.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
That would be great.
I see Turtle Boy
Oh, awesome,
in my
awesome.
email. Hell yeah. Hell to the
Excellent.
yes. Hey, I just appreciate the effort. I don't care if people think it's petty, mean, whatever. I don't care. I am want to just I want to, like, heal. Like, I want to laugh at it. I want to cry at it. I want to feel it. I wanna process these emotions, okay?
Yes.
And there's so many that are bottled up. I don't know. I don't even understand it, but it's like there's so much, and yes, whenever I it's like I'm noticing things that I was either turned a blind eye to and just I don't know, how come I'm seeing all like their masks are off, and you're just like,
Yep.
"What am I seeing right now?"
Yep.
And does that happen to everybody in different, like, layers or levels? It's
I
kinda
think
that's
it does 'cause I've seen you and I've seen if you look back at all of our videos and lives this last week, there's anger, there's shock, there's sadness,
true.
there's humor.
Anxiety,
Because
fear,
who
yeah,
keep themselves laughing watching Turtle Boy? Come on, you know?
pity,
But at the
sadness,
same time, I'm crying over it, and it's like,
right.
I don't know which way to go. I don't know. Just doing whatever happens in the moment.
It's true. I mean, I totally get that. I now that I get, that makes sense to me.
Yep.
I'm like, "Thank you." Um,
Just go with
so
whatever.
for sure, let
Say it,
me,
Crush, say it. I said, "Whatever, bitches."
and the bitches, whatever. She made me cuss.
Love it,
It was
love
a
it.
meme, y'all, back I look, this is what I used to do back in the day was I would go look on Pinterest and I would just, like, I
Mm.
don't know, find myself in all kinds of different places, looking for things to build or paint or sew or well, I really did I can hand sew, that's about it. I don't know how to thread a machine, but, I have one, but I don't know how to do all that, but, and, like, you were knitting the other night or crocheting, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
and I can do that, but I can just do one long one long line. I don't remember how to bring it over. Anyways, the things you do, huh?
Yep, yep.
And so, that's where I'd go, and then I'd look and, like, just I don't know, I like to recreate things or kinda hash things, what is it?
Revisit?
Recycle. Kinda recycle, upcycle, where you turn something
Mm.
that was once
Yeah, into something
a
cool or useful.
dresser, and then you turn it into yeah, repurpose, that's what it is. I'm looking for a short real quick, and then because I wanna show you, because you'll you'll laugh like I did. It'll be petty. And I don't think it is petty. I think it's like, "Oh, yeah. No, he did that."
But I
He
mean,
showed
we're
did that.
human. We're human.
Right.
Krishna, you have every right in this world to have a little moment of petty here and there, given
I
everything
mean
that's happened,
right?
you
And
know?
again, I'm not doing it behind her back. I'm
Right.
doing it right
But
here.
trying
Show
not
me
to
what
do
you're
that
doing.
isn't being true to yourself either. You
Right,
know, I had my
exactly.
schadenfreude moment. It was
Let them out.
beautiful. It felt good. Just do it.
Yep, let them out. Like, if not, we're gonna end up like a can of busted biscuits.
We're gonna end up like them,
Yes,
zombified.
there you go. I mean, that's exactly that tracks for sure.
Yep.
I'm looking for a video,
Tell you
sorry.
what, I am never getting Botox after this.
Never
No
wearing,
way, man.
ever. We are never, ever. It's
Nope.
her and Lori, no, never doing it. I even asked her, or asked everybody at the table that time, I was like, "Anybody know where I can get Botox?" And she was like, "Man, here you go. You heard it here first." I was like, "Shocker,"
Mm,
basically. I tried. I mean, I never was rude. I never was mean. I never was fake either.
yep.
I don't think so. I just kinda whatever, and she just kinda whatever. I mean, she just moved around. I know I said that on purpose, but she just kinda moved around in circles, around me, I guess, just kinda circling like a damn I don't know, vulture.
To keeping an eye on you and making sure you were in check.
So it
That's
was
what she was
because I
doing.
could see her shit, and so
Oh,
she knew that,
totally. It's obvious to an outsider that you're not a controllable person.
Isn't that like how this goes in these kind of, people
Yep, absolutely. You
where they
you are
prey
not
on
victim material, so they wanna keep you in check, and they recruit someone, hello, to keep you in check so they can keep their eye
flying
on you.
monkey, that's a flying monkey.
Yep,
Well,
yep, and
kinda.
then they keep you away, and then they try to make sure everybody else thinks you're crazy, so nobody will listen
Uh,
to you, and that's what
I
she did.
mean, I kinda agree sometimes because shit that comes out of my mouth is crazy, but it's not mine, and and here I am thinking all these years up until what, October 15th, that, now I'm seeing her like she's controlled opposition, like she
Right.
knew her job, her mission, and it was to just control the narrative, influence the masses, get paid to do it,
Yep.
and then, it's her crying and weirdness around her own religion. And I mean, I don't know this because I didn't go watch the rest of the Mormon story, her Mormon story. And I mean, I thought she was ex-Mormon, but I don't know that I've actually heard her say that.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if she said it and then not. I know she's speaking at a Thrive event.
Oh,
Um,
really?
mhm.
Well, that kinda seals the deal for me.
Well, I mean, it's ex-Mormon though.
Yeah.
So what's going on? What's up with that?
Yeah, I don't have direct confirmation of her, but I have everybody telling me everything. 50% of the people say she's still Mormon. 50% say, "No, she's an ex-Mormon, she said so." So, I don't know what she's doing.
Yeah, I get it.
I don't
I
know.
don't know if she knows. I think that's kind
Yeah.
of the point. Keep their heads ringing.
Yeah.
And maybe that's the point. I don't know. I'm not in her head, but nor do I wanna be. And apparently she don't wanna be in mine because she wrote it in a text behind my back.
Yes, she did.
And she
Yes,
not
she
only
did.
did that, but she also did behind the ex-Mormon creators, Jordan and McKay,
Yep.
and she wrote it about Gen 2, and so that's just one.
Yep.
That was just like, "Oh, here, let's pop their cherries," you know?
Those are just the few that we know about, so you know that there are some about probably every single other person within the true crime world.
And family.
There's gotta be a lot.
It reminds me, and look, I'm just saying this because I just kinda mentioned things and, it's just kinda like a hypothesis or whatever. So, or what it reminds me of. It reminds me of, like, okay, just pretend that, uh, Lauren is part of like, she's doing her initiation or something in some kind of secret occult,
Mhm.
okay, or cult, whatever, secret society. And part of that, it reminds me of Ruby Frankie with the journals that she kept
Right?
detailed messages. It's like blackmail material on that
Yes.
person. And
Yes.
it's kinda like a humiliation, ritual slash initiation to see how you can handle it because you can never give up the secret. And so you just kinda have like, maybe they just throw them out there. I don't know. I'm just like I said, this is just me and my little thoughts.
That's her MO. She did it to me. You do know they blackmailed me, right?
Right, that's yes,
Yeah.
yes. Or yeah, yeah. I was gonna
Yeah.
say tried to, but then, yeah, they did.
Tried to.
I
Yeah,
mean, they
that's
did
her
for
MO.
a while, and then yeah. So, I mean, that's how these groups operate, and so that's on point, but I'm just saying that what it looks like to me is, um yeah, and so she has no control of when said person, releases these things. She just has to navigate around it
Right.
as best she can without giving up the occult or the cult secret. I don't know.
Yep.
That's just a thought I've had that, again, it has no rhyme or reason. It's just me and my thoughts.
Because it seems that that's obviously going on. It just seems obvious. Whether it is or true or not, we don't know. But it looks like it is. Makes everything fit. That's their behavior.
But I don't wanna make everything fit. I want it to fit, but
Right.
it just kind of is reminiscent of, especially with Ruby, because
I
I'm
meant
like,
more that
"Who
it makes
does that?"
everything make sense. It's like,
Yeah,
"Oh, that makes
until I
sense."
can figure
Yeah.
it out, and
Yeah.
then, aha. But it's like, I always said, like, with Lori and Chad, it reminded me of that Amazing Race, and it's something I really didn't watch that much, but it's like they had, uh, like they were just on a big scavenger hunt or something and trying to be the first. I don't know. But
Yeah.
I think it's part of getting into the Zion, the new
Mhm.
one.
Yeah. The new popular cool kids one.
Yeah, we're not invited, and the password is too many kids,
Yep.
just like Alex said it. So, I don't
Yep.
know. It just reminds me of that. Okay, I'm screen recorded one of these. That's why I do that. But now I got to find it. That, and I mean, we need to look more into. I've been digging into TPUSA. I knew Tim was part of it back in 2023. I now know that Frank Vandersloot is a financier of it, and other orthodox, or I'm sorry, conservative platforms like it. I know now that Jason Mao uses his war chapters to in charter schools in Arizona, and maybe outside of there, maybe Utah and beyond.
Mhm.
And that's that Captain Moroni war, just
Right.
that war hero, um, to indoctrinate and mold the minds of the young. I mean, he is, after all, a CSE, right? Let me think of it. A church CES, church education system teacher,
Yep.
just like Mike Stroud. So, I mean, I just, it's deep. It's so deep. And then you look at Authrum and how it sponsors Web Sleuth, and then, or bought Web Sleuth
Wait,
actually.
what?
Yeah.
Are you
Authrum Lab.
kidding?
No. Nope. I'll show you the
Oh,
receipts if you need. I mean, I've got them right here. I just want to find this
I
video for
didn't know that. Oh my goodness. That's a
I think
problem.
if I can
Huh.
get it to
When
open
did
here.
that
Here.
happen?
I don't remember right offhand, but I can tell you. It's
Huh.
after I play this video. I don't Let me see. Let me change my aspect here. So, sorry. Very slow right now. Very slow. It's still probably spinning anyways.
Yeah.
Yep. I don't know what's going on, y'all. What do you think is wrong with my computer? It's not been wanting to play videos. It's just been kind of looping.
I think it's the same
Oh,
issue
there
I'm
it is.
having. We're having the same weather. Suddenly got cold and windy, and I think the internet is just flipping
Oh,
out.
that's not it. Yeah.
Doesn't like
Okay,
it cold down here. Mm-mm.
let me do this because
Okay.
of what happened the other day. I'm good. Let me
Oh
just get
goodness,
to the
yeah.
thing. Because that was total accident. I'm like, of all live streams, why? I
Yep.
don't never have people's numbers on there, like what? Anyways. And also, I don't know if anybody knows that this has been going around, and it's that I thought it was 18 seconds at first, but obviously I don't know how to do math. And so whenever I went back and looked at it again, the part that Lauren struck was the video I used of hers with my mom talking. So when my mom was talking, I've used their video of them
Right.
and our family photos. Okay. We're just kind of flipping. And it was like almost 20 minutes. Okay. So it ended up being so I clipped that earlier, and then I just have to put an overlay on it, and then I'm gonna publish it, and that way it'll be the exact part that was clipped out, and it's just
Right.
because I used her visuals. And so I think I'm saying I don't know, it could be all the people around her,
Yeah.
saying that it's 18 seconds uh, because of the screenshot or whatever of her phone number. Hey, I've always taken screenshots of my own communications. I do that.
Yeah.
So I have a lot of screenshot collection.
But hey, at least she watched it. Maybe she heard and learned a few things.
I hope so. You know, I hope so.
Doesn't
I mean,
seem like it, but
it sucks. Hey, it is what it is. I tried. I tried more than she did. I
yes, you
tried.
did. Yep.
Seems to be the only person that tried, because I don't get that from her
No.
at all. She would meet me 10% of the way, and the rest was because I had to be somewhere, or and she was too. So it's like, oh well, I have to be nice to her now. That's what I
Yep.
got. That's the sense I got,
Yep.
and it really sucks because I don't know. I'm not like that. I don't just look at people and say, "Oh, you're my enemy."
I don't understand. I can't. I don't know. I can't put myself in her shoes because I can't understand it.
Yeah.
You know,
I
where
don't
you have to
either.
be to treat people the way that she has is,
Especially going through something like that. Like, that
yeah,
is just wrong. She might have stunted my brain a little bit because of all the shit I had to hold in. It's
yeah,
not all her fault, I know, but I'm just it's relieving. It is. It's like, "Oh, I don't feel like there's a shadow, like an oak tree and the baby oak tree," like, she's
yeah.
not overshadowing me, taking all the damn nutrients.
As someone on her side of the, not, I'm not on her side, but I mean, like the family, and then there's people reporting. Okay, I'm
Right.
on the people reporting side. It's like family of the victims or victims themselves are sacrosanct. Period. That's it. You don't mess with them. Sure, if you want to talk to them, if you want to send gifts, if you want to do whatever, fine, but you never, ever, ever overstep the
Enmesh.
family, because
Yeah.
you've got to show respect somewhere, you know?
Enmeshment.
And yeah,
Oh, I
and
think it's playing.
it's
Oh, no.
terrifying.
I'm just gonna leave it on, and then when we start hearing sound, I'll move the screen.
Okay.
How about that? It's playing in
Yeah.
the background though, so just so you don't get scared or anything.
Okay.
But, controversial question. Oh, we'll take it.
Well,
Right?
that sounds good.
Teach the
Moments I've
peach, I
ever
love it.
had in 5
Oh, there it goes.
years.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Hold on. Oh, god. Hold on. I'm gonna mess myself up. Hold on.
You
Hold
know,
that thought. Hold that thought.
I'm holding it.
One of the
It
moments that
hurts.
Hold
pissed
on. Sorry, I'm trying to find my thing. I'm messing it up.
me off to no end, unlike every other moment on any show
Oh,
I've
it's
ever.
gonna be crazy. I hate this crap. Come on. Go ahead. I have it on pause right now.
Okay.
Let it catch up. Go ahead.
Okay.
I'm
The
turning it back
Candace
on.
Owens things. Because I scroll Twitter. I doom scroll. I can't help it. And I've seen a few little like sentences about what she's saying. I am so intrigued by this story. Like, whoa, that could be amazing. But that's the true crime nerd in me wants to dive into it. But I am so averse to the political bombshells or political powder keg that I'm like, I don't want to touch it. I don't want to touch it. I don't want to know. I want to know. So I'm having issues with Candace Owens right now. How about you?
Me is I've watched her or knew of her for sure ever since she platformed Tim Ballard when she was at PragerU.
Hmm.
And so I don't know. I just kind of have this rule of thumb that anybody that platforms him, they're
Yep.
all in of the same team. And then watching her, not really. I'm not subscribed to her. I don't follow her. I just have seen her through everybody else I follow. And I'm like, nope, 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 nope. She's on that team, and she's just that's what they do. They pretend to be on this, and
Right.
but
And
they're
they
really
flip
on that
sides.
team.
Hmm.
And remember, like a while back, there were a lot of people all of a sudden like, "Oh, I'm a Christian," and I was like, "Oh yeah, okay,
Yeah.
whatever,
Yeah.
whatever, dude." I
That's why I
mean,
don't want to touch it. It's like I'm interested in the crime scene stuff, like the crimey stuff. How did the murder happen? Did it happen? But if it was not Charlie Kirk, if it was not this political
anybody
stuff, it was
who
just
mhm.
random Joe
What
Blow
about
on the street, I'd be all over
Luigi?
it.
What about Luigi? Whatever his name is.
Luigi Mangione. uh,
Yes.
My personal feeling is I understand why he did it. I'm still not saying it was the right thing to do, but I understand it. You know?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I don't
Yeah.
know. I think the crime con thing, it's really given and I mean, I know we didn't just talk about crime con, but I'm bringing it back to crime con because it's giving the wrong perception of true crime, in my
Yeah.
opinion. It's way too cringe and not victim oriented. Maybe Lauren thinks that, but I mean, wouldn't she?
It's not victim oriented at all.
No.
Why would she think that?
It's very, exploitative, if I'm being honest. Like, I did not like the fact that my mom and Larry were invited. I hated it. But I had to, you gotta
Right.
swallow that stuff and just keep it down. It's none of my business. But I don't like to see people get taken advantage of, especially my parents. And I
Right.
mean, I don't know if they were or not. I'm just, you know, it's just cringe. I don't know.
To me, crime con has always been like games cons. Now, I'm a video gamer. I play games a lot, really into
Oh, yeah.
that culture. And you go to game cons where you meet Twitch streamers that stream your games that you like, or game developers, and da da da. It's never about the players. It's about them selling you shit, right? And that's what crime con is
And
about.
like a
It's not
network
about
of
the
people.
victims, right? It's
Right.
a network of the people who's selling you the crime stories,
It's the front. The
right?
victims are
I'm
the front.
I'm
They're to
not
get you
buying.
there, and
Yeah.
then it leads into, like, this fandom. Like, I wanna do some more research into this aspect of it because just because. I don't know. I don't know anybody else doing it. I
Mhm.
haven't looked either, but, I mean, I'm pretty sure there's some out there by now. I don't know how long they've been doing it,
Yeah.
but
What do you wanna
I
do going forward? Have you thought about that at all?
I mean, I'm still tying all these things together. I want to, like I said, put together a RICO if I can.
Mhm.
I wanna be able to go present it to an attorney and be like, "Here you go. Let's
Yep,
do this."
yep,
Not and it's just to hold the rest of the people around Chad and Lori accountable since
yep.
nobody else is. And it's to me, I've always been taught that, you hit people in the pocket, that's where it hurts.
Yes.
And it seems to be apparent with these people, they cannot stand that. That's what they worship.
Yep.
And so with all the NPOs and like the Seven Gatherers, there's Christina Atwood and Nicole Earle. They were 2 of the 7 gatherers,
Yep.
and, one of them had witnessed or heard Lori say that she was putting Xanax in my uncle's drinks,
Yeah.
crushing them up, okay? And here they are, they have a nonprofit organization called Gathering Humanity, and
Oh,
not only
no.
that, okay, but I also found a card, Gathering Humanity, in my uncle's stuff that I have right here.
Oh,
And
no.
I'm like, "Okay, so for sure." And then, like, Jason Mao, Gabe Bonilla,
Mhm.
Melanie Gibb, David Warwick, all these people have, some sort of I don't know about Melanie Gibb, but
Michael and Nancy James.
Michael and Nancy James, I don't know if I'm gonna go all the way up to Tim Ballard, but I'm just
Right.
saying, I don't know where this goes, and I
Start
wanna
with
feel
that rank and file, that level. Those
I
are
don't
all those names are all on the same level. That's where you
yeah,
start.
okay. I just don't know what it looks like, I'm just kinda like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, I wanna do it, I need to do it." It's in my head, I just need
Well,
to
thankfully, I have 2
mind
hard
that.
drives of all that data still, connecting every single one of them. We've
Okay.
got it. We've got it. And,
I mean, yeah, I
you
might
know?
send you Jody Hildebrandt. There was a lawsuit filed against Jody and Ruby,
Mhm.
from another guy whose wife or ex-wife was in that or is in that. I don't know. So he did something similar, and that's what I was like, "Oh my god." He basically just laid that out, and it got me to see, visualize that in my head like, "Oh, oh." I didn't go to school for that. I didn't go to school for any of this.
Yep,
Honestly, what would that be called anyways?
yep, but
So,
I
that's
think I
for
think
sure one thing
you have a very strong case for a RICO. I really do. So,
civil.
that's good. Yep.
So, I just if I can do that or if I need to hand it over to my parents or to Colby, I don't know my rights. I don't know who can file, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know those things yet.
I think
Where
you're gonna find a lot of conventional wisdom is gonna tell you to just drop it and let it go. Just let it go.
mm,
And
yeah,
that, because it's gonna be a fight. The
'cause
same
they
reason
win.
that Melanie Gibb was never charged. Just let it go. Just let it go.
Oh, yeah.
That
Oh,
mentality.
sounds like Frozen.
Yeah,
Let it go.
exactly. And that's why this is gonna happen again, because everyone wants to let it go.
Oh,
I'm like,
aw. I
"Uh-uh."
just need to come touch base with y'all. Y'all are always so encouraging, I thank you for that.
Yep, you got it.
Yeah,
You know what you wanna do. You have the
there you go.
support, and just, you know, fight. If that's your calling, then that's what you're gonna do. And certainly, you have the bones of a RICO case, so why not?
Yeah, I just don't know where it goes. Like, does it? Will it?
Yep.
Does it? Just I don't know. I just feel like I would regret it if I didn't try.
Right.
What does RICO stand for? I would have to go look it up.
Racketeering and something criminal organization.
Yeah, what she said.
It's
I never can think of those things. I don't
basically
know.
if you can find a group of people and there's some financial connection, and you can prove that they did things, racketeering and influence, I think, criminal
Like
organization.
Tylee and JJ
Right. Right. You've got
over
that.
state lines,
Yep. You got state
interstate,
lines,
like
you've got the group meetings where they all
the
sit and
fraudulent
do their
stuff.
planning. The fraud. There's a huge fraud in this. So you've
They
got the bones for
went to
RICO.
prison for it. I mean,
Yep. Yep.
yeah, yeah.
And the fact that they knew. If you show that these other players knew about all this stuff, which they did
Mhm.
from
They
their
did.
posts on
They
Vallow.
testified and
Yes.
stuff.
Where Chad and
Yeah.
Jason Mao and Chris Pera all talking about standing on an overpass shooting zombies for
Oh, yeah.
God,
Oh, I
you
didn't
know.
see all that,
Oh,
so
yeah,
that's probably
I've
something
got
you
all
have, huh?
that. I will send you
Wow.
all of that stuff, but there's your RICO. They all knew about it, they were all planning stuff, there's an actual organization behind it, and they're done.
Yeah.
The trick is
Rico,
finding someone who will take that case.
right. Well, my, daughter's godfather, he became an attorney through all this stuff, and then so I remember when when he first passed the bar, and I was like, "Dustin, what kinda," like, "What kinda attorney you want? What kinda cases you want?" And he was like, "I want the biggest, baddest," and that was, like, what, 8 years ago? I'll be like,
Yep,
"Here, you want it?" No. I'm just saying, I don't know. I'm sure I hope I find somebody, if there is
yep,
one.
and that'll
Um,
be tricky 'cause they are not gonna wanna jump into those waters,
right,
but
and you gotta go against that group of
yeah,
people who deep pockets, deep pockets. But like this, enterprise. An enterprise is defined as including any individual, partnership, corporation, association, or other legal entity, and any union or group of individuals associated in fact, although not a legal entity. Many courts have noted that Congress mandated a liberal construction of the RICO statute in order to effectuate its remedial purposes by holding that the term enterprise has an expansive statutory definition, and it says a pattern of racketeering activity. So it requires at least two acts of racketeering activity committed within 10 years of each other. Okay. The government must show that it's kind of like Diddy, the stuff with Diddy that didn't get
mhm,
proven, except that was for trafficking, right? I don't know
yeah,
how that goes. So let me not talk to that. But the government must show, okay, and that they amount to or pose a threat of continued criminal activity. Yeah.
yeah,
Racketeering predicates are related if they have the same or similar purposes, results, participants, victims, or methods of commission, or otherwise are interrelated by distinguishing characteristics and are not isolated events. Hmm. So yeah, I'd have to hit like all these criteria too.
yep.
There's
My
um
brain is going 9,000 miles an hour, think, "Okay, we got this. What remember when they did that? Yep, there's that. Okay, we
yeah,
got this for that. Like, alright, I need something for that. What did they do there?" So, yeah,
yeah.
my brain is already like, "Alright, random access memory, remember all this stuff, let's go."
I know, huh? It's interesting. I mean, it is. It really is. Racketeering activity. Well, come on, give me this. I feel like here. Like an enterprise can be proven with evidence that the gang's activities concentrated around cocaine and item grown in the South America. Oh, that's where Alex went. I'm joking. Maybe. I don't know. Who knows? He left and went there right after he killed Uncle Charles.
Mhm. Do you want to
Passport.
jump into an interesting comment I just saw in chat?
Yes.
Um, the comment is, "I'm not saying Lauren has been right, but I'm confused when Colby says he's been hurt in worse ways by the same people who are attacking LM."
Oh,
I'm
dear.
biting my tongue. You got a comment to
I
that?
don't know who that is. I don't know who that would be talking about.
Let's talk about Colby.
I know, but I don't know who
Oh.
he's talking about.
Oh, I'm not sure. It could be
Like, I gotta read. I'm looking
Yeah.
for it. I can't find it.
Yeah.
What's
who
the
is-
name? Do you remember?
The name of the comment is Woman of Steel. Hey, I remember you, Woman of Steel. I remember you from many years ago.
Oh,
Is
there.
Colby talking about, like, who's
I
Colby
see
talking
this
about?
one,
Do you
but
know?
I don't see it. That's not it, huh? No. That's strong. Oh, okay. Well, thank you. I'll have to go back and read that one now. Let's see. Looking. I don't know if it was above that one that I just probably it had to have been because I already reached the bottom. Sorry. It's hard to go through all these quickly.
Yeah. It's kind of up there now. 'Cause chat's been
Well, of course. I'll be way up there. Thank you, mods. By the way, I never, I'm just always so spacey.
Oh, is he
I
talking?
remember.
Chat saying he's talking about Annie Cushing.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, yeah, he was hurt by.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty obvious. I don't know. I don't see it. I'm still looking for it for what it's worth, I wish you could just type in the search bar somewhere, but they don't have that option yet.
Oh, wait, can I do it in StreamYard?
You can't pin it though. That's the crappy part.
Uh-oh.
Like if you're, my guest or whatever, I never have been able to. Maybe try. I don't know.
Let's see.
Annie Cushing is Tylee's aunt and Joe Ryan's sister. She was Lori's sister-in-law at one point.
Okay, I found it. Let me just get you
You just read it to me? Oh.
Yeah, get you a screenshot. And then you can see it.
Yeah, I always keep my phone off. Because it like distracts me. I'm so easily distracted.
Yeah. All right, there you go. It's in your email because I can't put it on the screen.
Oh, okay.
But that's the comment.
Well, thank you. Let's see. Wow. I mean, I'm just saying this is teamwork.
Oh, we have a private chat in StreamYard. I could have just dropped it there.
Oh, yeah, we do. Can you put it there? Because I'm
yeah.
not very I don't navigate
Private
email
chat.
very well. Not my thing.
V. Oh, just let me paste a screenshot. Really? No, apparently I can't put a graphic in there.
Okay. Oh no. Well, all right. We'll just keep on talking because I don't know. It's gonna take me a minute. I gotta refresh and all that stuff. And there it is. Okay, I think. Yep. Okay, got it. Got it.
Oh, you know what? I sent you the wrong one. All right, we're gonna have to. I sent you the wrong screenshot.
Yeah, Donna.
Hey, I had starred some. I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry.
My little sick pup, Nature, called finally. So,
oh,
so I was outside.
No, don't apologize. You didn't do anything. But thank you. But I mean, are you just saying that you're gone, or you had to go, or I don't know. I don't know what it was. I don't know what you meant by that. Okay. I don't know what's going on right now. Okay. Yeah, just take care of whatever you have to take care of, Donna. I thought you meant you already did. Okay. Yeah, no, we're fine.
Anyway, I sent you the wrong screenshot. I grabbed the wrong one, so
it's okay.
Whatever. I'll let it go.
You got the gist of it, right? And so, I mean, I really don't know, but
hey, Crasha,
yes,
I already took care of it. And what I'm
Of
saying
what?
to you is,
oh,
of Brutus, and
Gotcha.
and I've got some things starred in the back, starred comments. And I don't know if that's what you were looking for, but it was some things that I thought you might want to look at.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm on that screen right now, and we'll go ahead and go through those. Thank you. Thank you and the super chats and the members and all that. And so, Awen Reese, thank you for becoming a new member. A difficult research. Know what you're in for? Are you there?
Yeah,
I hear you.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I was reading the comments, the start comments. I didn't know you could do this. That's great. The mods can
Yeah.
just
You
start it, and then
go
you go
to.
check them out.
Mm-hmm. And you can also show your comments on the stage. See how I just put them on there? Or you click the little
Oh,
button. Well, I don't know if it shows on your side, but and it'll do that. But it kind of is distracting behind people that are chatting. It is for me
yeah,
because it's
definitely.
like chat on top of chat. But
Yeah.
it also it shows it's tricked me a couple times when I've been watching somebody else and I'm like, oh, I'm trying to get in chat and I'm like, where is it at? It
Yep.
was yesterday, you know. So yeah, thank you. And Oz 143, thank you so much. I think and I mean, maybe I don't think I'm right now. I think I'm wrong. But I remember maybe do you have a channel, Oz? And then I'll just ask that first, and then if I'm right or wrong, we'll go further. And thank you so much for becoming a new member. And TB's Private Life Advocate, thank you also for becoming a new member. I appreciate it. Welcome aboard the crazy train. Right. It's wild here. It's like the Wild West. I
It
soared
is.
again with Jackie G. Thank you so much, Miss Jackie. I appreciate you. That's very, very generous. Thank you. And then there's Queen Bee. Hey, Queen Bee. Queen Bee shared my the video that Lauren struck down. You know,
Excellent.
it sucks because and yeah, thank you. I'm sorry. I didn't finish my thought. But it sucks because Lauren does cut into that because it's that many days not being circulated. I mean, it is on Facebook, by the way. So I do have a Facebook group, but it's private, you know. And I mean, we just have a couple questions, and I just don't want drama. That's my thing.
Yeah, well, we got it now.
It's simple. It's you know, it's really relaxed. But Awen, I would like to speak to you both publicly, unless you prefer privately. Do you have some information and questions about your experiences with Lauren? What is the best way? Um, email for me, and Awen can answer for herself. I'm gonna
Yeah,
go find my email address.
she said publicly. I think she means she wants us on a live stream or something.
I mean that too. I don't mind. I'm an open book.
We've been going around everywhere, so yeah.
Yeah, this is my email address though. And you can reach me through there. I've given out my phone number before on here. That's how much I'm like, I don't care.
Don't do that
I
now,
mean,
please.
but I mean,
Not
I'm like, we had phone books, y'all. And then
back
now
in the
everybody's like,
day. Yeah.
docs. And I'm like, is it though? It's public information. You know, is it? Are we just being sensitive Sallies? You know, tired
Yeah.
of, people calling us. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
Queen
that
Bee,
does get old.
if you email Kresha and arrange a time with her, she'll drag me along with her. So
Mm-hmm.
you know, because I'm home all day. So whenever you guys, it's good for Kresha, it's good for me. So if you set it up, I
Yeah.
will show up.
What is this? Lottie? I don't know how to say the rest of it. I'm sorry. My name's Kresha. Trust me, I get it. The little gal who knew JJ is doing better and not as fearful of her mom now. Counseling has helped her.
Oh, his friend from school,
I
that
don't
little.
know.
Huh.
Can you fill me in a little bit? Because that sounds interesting. The little girl. The little girl. Oh, I don't know. Please let me know. I mean, it's good. Just don't know who this little girl is,
Right.
but that's good for sure. Did they go to school together? Maybe I don't know. Let me know. I'm curious. And in the Clouds 4 gifted 5 difficult research memberships. Thank you so much, in the Clouds 4, and thank in the Clouds 4 if you received one of those free memberships. Thank you. I really appreciate the support. And I already did that one. Welcome to my world. All the stuff you're talking about regarding OUR, Ballard, and Carlos Slim has been I pinned this one. I'm sorry. Yeah, I pinned this one earlier. Yeah, that C word right there
Yep.
is scary.
Yep.
So, Amy Lynn, thank you for being a new member, becoming a member. I'll get it right one day, maybe next year. Happy Halloween. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm slow on the handles. I'm trying. Cynthia Dawn, again, thank you so much for your $10 super sticker. Much appreciated. Yeah, thank y'all. You never have to do this, okay? I don't expect anybody to do this. Just I'm glad you're here and you're you're entertaining me too, so thank you. I appreciate that. Did you receive my email about never knew about another one. Are you sure? I'll look. I'll look. I'll check my email again after this, but for yours. And I love that, Miss Upper Thigh. There you go. Thank you for becoming a YouTube member. Welcome aboard.
Cat.
And again, Diamond Dave, please let's schedule. I don't know if you want to, if we can collab, maybe whenever you're available, like tomorrow or any other day. I would be honored. Actually, I would love to pick your brain. Would love to. And then this was earlier, at Granny Weatherwax 4917 became a YouTube member. Thank you for becoming a YouTube member. And happy Halloween to you too. Also, a couple of people. Oh yeah. I'm sorry. Thank you again for your super chat too. I'm sorry. Told you I'm not very good at this. My ex-husband is covert narc. He is very vain and incredibly greedy. It's only after escaping that I realized he is also sadistic. He got off on. Oh yeah. Okay. Well, I've noticed a lot of that kind of stuff with Lori, Chad, the murders, and Ruby, Jody. I mean, I've even starting to see this a little bit now that, I've pulled away in Lauren with the voyeurism and all that kind of stuff. There's a bit of sadism there, I think. I mean, I'm no expert. Maybe I need to brush up on that, but it seems sadistic. It seems very
The cruelty is the point.
Okay.
In a lot of cases, the cruelty is the point.
And just to get people when they're like vulnerable and in pain, to show people in pain.
It's control. It's control. It's all about control. Certainly with the people that we've been talking about, you gather your masses, but you keep control over them by keeping them down. How do you keep them down? They're hurt, they're hungry, they're poor, they're tired, they can't find a job, they're stressed. The cruelty is the point.
So that is so deep. That is so great. Oh yeah, that's deep. I'm sorry. I'm you know how I am.
It's
I go
geopolitics in a nutshell.
Yeah. Okay. And then thank you, Moxie May, for becoming a YouTube member. I love you. Have fun trick or treating.
Bye, Jason.
Give us something good to eat. Don't eat the candies. Remember that your parents would like go through them and then eat all the good stuff. Anyways, thank you, Granny. Though I don't think I told you. Thank you. By the way, thank you.
Yeah, I'd love to, Granny Weatherwax. I'd love to chat with you. First, your name, my favorite book series in the world. I have an entire, gosh, I don't know how many podcast series about narcissism and escaping narcissism and recovering from narcissistic abuse. I think you and I are gelling on quite a few levels, so I'd really like to chat with you. So hopefully I can find you. You can drop me an email or something. I think that'd be awesome.
Yeah,
This is me not making friends on the internet, right? I'm so good at that.
And congratulations on. Oh no, you didn't. Okay. Oh, your ex-husband. Okay, I'm like, oh. I'm walking into that one with my mouth wide open. Sorry. I'm gonna teach myself yet, but good job with the X part. It's a process, and
it is.
Yeah, you got to get through it to get to it, I think. But yeah, thank you, Moxie May. And thank y'all, everybody, for just being here and just, I don't know, having a random chat with two random ladies on the internet.
Yeah, it was random, but I think we're just mind blown and brain won't stop. My brain will not stop.
Mine
I think
either.
yours, yep. So we
Mine
just got to
fills
get
out
it out.
all the time.
Just sitting.
Yeah, what else am I doing?
Diarrhea.
Yeah, I mean, if not, y'all, I swear, I feel like it does peel out. I do. It's like it always goes. But I mean, I was diagnosed with ADHD later in life, and because it was a thing back then, but it wasn't. Uh, like not every kid in your class was on it. Was like on medicine or had ADHD or ADD. Anyways,
Yep. Hey,
Um,
KKC in chat just said, "Awen, you're not a victim." I'm not saying I'm a victim. I don't think of myself as a victim. I think of myself as a lion who's here to have a snack. And, I'll find me a snack. No, I don't portray myself as a victim. I'm a survivor of narcissistic abuse. And that was the point of my channel before I found that JJ and Tally were missing and switched to that. But I don't portray myself as a victim. I'm not crying victim about anything. So I'm not sure what your comment meant, but
I don't know
take a
where that
little
came from.
offense at that.
Yeah. Oh,
Growl. Okay.
I was sent something just now, and I'm trying to figure out how to get it over there. There it is. Okay. All right. Now let me send it to this computer, and I'll share it with you guys. I guess. Let me see. Sorry, I can't read and do that at the same time. Open and drop in Chrome. Y'all talk to yourselves whenever you're doing stuff?
Yep. I usually sing little songs.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm not that coordinated. Not these days. I just really am not. I wish. I miss my old mind. This one's so weighed down with connections. It's crazy. Send to your devices. Lord. Okay. Finally. Cheese and rice. Okay. Now, let me go over there and try and figure out what I was just sent. I know, right? Y'all ready to do this with me? Yeah. I got to switch the screen, though, to this one. And so my good friend at I didn't put your channel name, so I'm like, crap. Her name's Beth. We'll just say that.
Okay.
And I'm not sure what this means. This is on my text, okay? And so we're gonna figure this out together. Y'all want to do a puzzle? Okay. It says, "Hey, Kresha, the guy who was reporting this guy to the FBI for 5 years is trying to get the story out. He thinks Christopher, I guess Perret, is connected to the groups Chad and Lori were connected to. Happy to make connections or send you links to things so you can check it out, but it may help your case." I'll just leave the other word out. So, I don't know. Let's check it out. You read so much better, but I don't know how you are with somebody else, scrolling. And I'm throwing you under the bus too, I guess. So this says bomb making instructor who taught how to kill law enforcement. What? Enforcement sentenced to 25 years. And so this is on the DOJ website. So just know that. Eastern District of North Carolina. I don't know. This isn't registering for me at all yet, but it does sound very Christopher Perret around here.
Goodness.
Oh yeah. Okay. You or me? You want to do paper, scissors, rock?
Let me see. I can't read it. I can't read it.
All right, my mouth.
I need binoculars to read that.
All right. Oh wait. Oh, I know. Let me copy and paste it in the back private chat. Oh my gosh. I need to probably end because I'm starting to die down. My little thing needs to be wound up. So I sent it in the thing if you want to grab it, but
okay,
it's up to you.
Got it. Let me make it bigger.
That's what she said.
Where do you want me to read from?
Out of the top.
The very top. Okay.
Yes.
The whole thing. Christopher Arthur 40. Is that where?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'll switch it to you. Or do you want to share it? Or just read it? Yeah, and I'll scroll. It doesn't matter.
Okay. Christopher Arthur 40 was sentenced today to a total of 300 months imprisonment for teaching another individual how to make and use an explosive, knowing that the individual intended to use that instruction in the murder or attempted murder of federal law enforcement. In July 2023, he was convicted by a jury on that crime and 8 additional counts, including receiving and possessing unregistered devices, including a short-barreled rifle, a silencer, 3 improvised hand grenades, and an improvised claymore mine. Violence directed towards police, judges, and public servants will never be tolerated in a free society, said U.S. Attorney Michael Easley. The defendant's property was wired with IEDs, the same design he sold to help others kill American law enforcement. Anyone teaching bomb making to target American heroes gets a lesson today: 25 years in federal prison. At a time when law enforcement officers are being feloniously killed at an alarming rate, it is appalling to know that Christopher Arthur did. He made a living training people how to kill or injure those who proudly wear the badge. Now he will spend time in federal prison for his dangerous and deadly lessons, said Robert M. DeWitt, FBI special agent in charge. During his sentencing hearing, the court heard how Arthur and his company trained individuals to fight the greatest threat, a threat he identified as a militarized force like law enforcement, special warfare, and tactical SWAT team. Also, evidence was presented related to a 3-part how-to video series about how to overthrow the government. During one of these videos, the image reads, "Start with your local government and set the standard. Traitors get hung."
Wow.
With the image of a noose. Based on that and Arthur's teaching of bomb making to an individual knowing that they intend to use the instruction to murder or attempted to murder federal law enforcement, the court applied the terrorism enhancement for sentencing. Relying on this evidence and that presented at trial, the court imposed a maximum sentence on each of the 9 counts of conviction.
Oof.
Good Lord, do you want me to keep going?
Yeah, yeah. You want me to? I'll take over.
The investigation into Arthur began after another individual died in May 2022 shootout with police in New York. Search warrants related to that event resulted in the location of numerous improvised explosive devices, IEDs, and firearms, along with multiple tackleberry solutions, tactical instructions manuals, which named Christopher Arthur as the author. A review of the individual's cell phone revealed Arthur had trained him in Mount Olive, North Carolina, for multiple days in 2020. On March 19, 2021, a confidential source, a CS, working with the FBI, requested training from Arthur. After receiving introductory training materials, the CS attended training on explosives at Arthur's Mount Olive home in May 2021. During discussions between the CS and Arthur, the CS specifically informed Arthur that he needed such training because the ATF had visited his home and he expected them to return. Arthur introduced the CS to a concept Arthur called the spiderweb, in which he described as a freaking death box. Over the course of a 2.5-hour training, Arthur walked the CS through how to create IEDs and how to place them to create fatal funnels, which could be used to maim or murder anyone entering the CS's home.
Oof.
Yeah, during that instruction, Arthur also showed the CS how to create an electric initiator for homemade grenades and bombs and how to make a homemade tripwire. Once he was finished demonstrating how to make the components, Arthur proved to them that the CS Arthur provided them to the CS and explained how to use an old shotgun to create a thumper that could launch a homemade grenade. Good Lord.
Oh, they're so ingenuitive.
Good Lord. And lastly, a search warrant was executed at Arthur's home in January 2022. During the search, officers found an IED placed on the front porch with wires leading to a 9-volt battery-powered switch located within the home. Additionally, 3 IED grenades were co-located with a striker plate intended to assist in the detonating the IEDs, and illegally altered short-barreled rifle with an attached unserialized suppressor or silencer on the 5th IED were recovered. Michael Easley, the U.S. Attorney for the Eastern District of North Carolina, made the announcement after the sentencing by the U.S. District Court Judge James C. Deaver III. That's an interesting last name, Deaver.
It is. I dated a guy with the last name.
I just noticed that. The case was investigated by the Federal Bureau of Investigation and prosecuted by Assistant United States Attorneys Barbara Kosher and Logan Lyles. There you go.
I just remember. Thank you. I remember it's Mormon True Crime. Literally
Yep,
called
yep.
Mormon True Crime YouTube channel was what
Mhm.
it. I don't know if she's changed it, but thank you, Beth. I'm gonna dig into this guy now because this sounds so Perrette-ish. Okay,
Yeah.
it sounds so avow-ish,
Oh, it
and
sounds like it came straight
I
from a vow,
it
100%.
does. And I remember seeing some comments, and I don't remember exactly in what thread on subreddit, but there was somebody that worked for Christopher Perrette or claimed they did, allegedly, and that they would get like these big crates in and stuff. And just, I don't know, I'd have to go back and revisit it, but it's very reminiscent of this very thing. That's what
Mhm.
it reminds me of. So that's interesting. Let me grab this link here and I'll copy and paste it into the chat. And anybody who's got the natural difficult research in them, have at it. Oh, I put it in the back chat. My bad. Hold on.
And Braunforth being silly in chat, was that Dever or Deaver? Like, yeah.
I dated a guy named last name Deaver over
Yeah.
here from over here. Anyways, I was like, that's it's not Denver,
Mhm.
it's Deaver. Deaver. Anyways, well, thank you for doing that. And thanks for sending that again. I'll
Yeah,
check
I'm
back
gonna
more into it.
dig through I have to go dig through my closets to find my old hard drives, but I have tons of vow screenshots. I will get them sent to you in a couple days because there's a lot, and it's so much stuff like that we just read. It's
Huh.
scary. And
Yeah,
they're still
that
going
that I
strong.
need new material.
Yeah.
Okay, they're replying to them. Okay. Did you see the FBI letter to Cox? Who Cox? Because we got to bury Cox. I need.
No, that's Commissioner Cox out of Massachusetts.
Oh,
That's
all
Karen Reed,
right.
though.
Well, that's where it all leads back to Massachusetts.
Doesn't it?
So,
Doesn't
yep,
it?
it does. Joseph Smith does.
Mhm.
It's
Yep.
just not so much out there. So interesting. Yeah, I love that. I love new rabbit holes. Okay. It at least gives me a fresh one to go into. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Bronfoth, are you Granny Weather, Bron? Are you Mormon True Crime? Or am I just mixing them up like my mom did the other night? I know. I was like, oh, poor thing. She was like, hey, I get it. I do it all the time. Bronfoth, I plan to do my own story on it at some point for reasons I won't go into yet. I have done other things about my freedom of speech being gatekept by a couple of channels. Oh,
That
yeah,
sounds
no.
familiar.
Yeah.
That's what's good. Oh man, yeah.
I don't like being, I don't like gatekeepers myself. So,
Yeah.
or flying monkeys, they're all in one of the same.
Mhm.
Just, I don't like, I don't put your thumb on me. You can watch me and maybe just not throw things in my way. That'd be
Yeah.
great. Maybe just leave me alone. I'm bad enough on my own. I don't need anybody else to hold me back. I'm a master procrastinator from way back. It sucks. But
I'll never
anyways, so
understand. I mean, YouTube is a big place. There are room for everyone to have their own channel, do whatever they want. If you don't like it, just leave it alone. I
right.
don't get it. Leave me alone. I just want to go do my thing. If I want to be crazy, I'm going to be crazy.
I love her. I kicked the fucking gate wide open.
I
Real
did
proud of
last night.
me.
Oh my God. I went off the rails last night. I was so
I caught
mad.
the end of it. I was like, oh, okay.
I was so
Yeah,
frickin' mad. Get it? Frickin'
I
mad?
get it.
Mhm. I
Yeah.
was frickin'
Oh
mad.
yeah.
Oh
I
yeah.
freaking get mad too. You're freaking mad. So
Frickin' frick
freaking
all
mad.
over the place. Frickin'.
Yeah.
Oh
But I don't
goodness.
know. I mean, I'm trying to get it out my system. And I mean it for the most part. I'm not angry. It's just like a lot and it just bubbles up, and
Yep.
it's like, how can she do all this time? And it's like I'm still supposed to be the bigger person. And I get it. I get it. I get it. But I'm tired of being the bigger person all the time.
Yeah.
I just want to be a little.
Yeah, Granny, I swore.
Uh-huh.
I try to never swear on my YouTube channel. I swore like a truck driver last night. I
Yeah,
did
go check
not
out our last
care.
videos.
I joined the We Do Not Care Club. I love that lady. I don't know if you've seen her, but yeah, I'm in the We Do Not Care
Uh-uh.
Club.
Oh, wow. Well, All right. I think it's time. Yeah, I think we'll go ahead and wrap it
Yeah,
up.
I've got some Halloween shenanigans to get up to around here.
Oh, see? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, she says I'm a fucking pirate. Arr.
Arr.
Arr. I appreciate you guys, and I'm glad you came on with me. And again, I didn't say this in the beginning because I'm not used to this, but this is dual streamed. So it's also on Awen's channel. So
Is
oh,
it?
it
I
wasn't?
didn't do that.
You didn't?
Nah.
What?
I'm not
Well,
stealing your thunder
damn.
and putting it on my channel.
No, it's
No, that's
not. It's
your
our
thunder.
thunder.
Oh,
You gotta
okay.
have thunder and lightning. Okay.
I am not fussed about my channel right now, so I don't care. This is perfect. This is perfect.
Anyways. Well, I appreciate you guys. And if y'all have, any tips or questions or constructive criticism, just like in the comments, please. You can email me at kresha0123@gmail.com. I'm actually looking for it again. These things need to be easier. Okay. That's right there. Kresha0123@gmail.com. Queen Bee, I'll be looking for you. And all right. Y'all, same as always, it's justice for Tylee, Charles, Tammy, JJ, and Joe. Love always wins. You're proof of this, and then I'll give Awen the last word.
Just want to say my email address is in chat. Feel free to email me. I always answer them. It may take me a day, but I will answer anyone.
Not so much for me, so don't be putting her standards on me, okay? I'm not. I'm like, what? I had 400 texts yesterday.
I may reply with "Not today, Satan," but I will answer you.
Oh my god, like a canned response, right?
Yep.
Julie Rode does that. Not today, Satan. I was like, oh no, no, you didn't. That's so good. I don't think so. I haven't seen unless it's like this. I don't know. I didn't see it just now even, but I will look for it. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm home by myself. Oh my god. And so I'm gonna go find some other chat to hound and then check emails. So
Yep. And if you need me any time of day and night, I'm always there to pick up your call. Always.
thank you. Appreciate you. All right. All right. We're leaving.
Bye.
Bye. Happy Halloween, guys. Y'all be careful.